All good? Alright.
Yeah, I think so.
Welcome everybody to D&D Blender. I am your Dungeon Master Tim, and today we will be continuing our adventures in the underground city of Smallville. When we last left off, you managed to make your way through the underground temple that belonged to the Dragonborn, or the Dragon Temple, making your way to the lower level, discovering a undead-looking tree, and recovering the red fruit which the goblins had failed to deliver this season. While down there, you came across a new companion, a smaller gnome by the name of Dreadful, with a very angry sword. Making your way... it's like, yeah, that fucking sword!
Tried to murder us all.
After recovering the fruit and not dying, you went up to the kobolds, thanked them for their hospitality, and then made your way out of the temple and began to make your way back to town. And you find yourselves on the road on the way back. What would you like to do?
Good question. I'm glad you asked that question. Perhaps the group would like to answer that question as a whole.
Head back to town and get paid.
Okay. No conversations which to be had on the road?
Not really.
Alright, fine.
I don't remember where we were at, so what argument we were having at that time.
You were
I'm sure there
debating because I've recently listened to the recording. You were debating because it's not your time, like it's their world as far as you know, it's the kobolds, so you don't know whether you'll actually get paid. So you were debating selling the apple to the guild member, to the council.
Yes. Well, that would make sense.
Yes. As you are walking down the road, you actually begin to notice a strange shadow forming, walking with the group. Doesn't appear to be hostile, it just seems to be walking along. And it is somewhat familiar to you.
What is that?
Hello? Hello?
As you're looking at this shadow, it slowly forms, and you find yourself staring at Zaz, and you're poking Zaz.
Oh, good.
Do you see the new person too?
Wait, where'd you come
Zaz always been here.
from? No, I don't believe you were.
No.
Just, you know him?
This is Zaz.
Ah.
Zars.
We have the
Yeah,
the
okay.
pleasure of knowing this here on, yes.
Zars remembers Rude.
Now, listen here.
Yes, Rude.
The name is Mendel, not Rude.
Zars will continue to refer to as Rude.
I like this one.
Zars.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Nissa.
Yes.
This is Indy.
Dreadful. Yes, Zars knows. Zars knows much. Zars knows what.
Zars is certainly no idiot here either.
Do you know what happened?
Zars could explain, but Zars doesn't trust.
Ah.
Hell, you trusted me.
And you call him rude.
Zars partners for a time, so Zars trust more than.
Well, from what
I mean, that's fair.
From what I can figure out, like, the deal that we'd made isn't existing where they come from.
Oh, yeah, about that. Apparently our deal is not existent.
Zars would explain, but don't trust. Do trust?
What do you think we'll do?
I mean,
Hell, I can't tell
It's,
you
it's
who
a
to trust.
similar situation with Mandel here, where they are very convenient for now, for we don't know how long our relationship is going to last.
Look, we just went looking to find out what happened to the fruit. We don't particularly know exactly who you are, but we do, or do we? Do we? I
Cyrus has never met
No,
you.
you've never met him.
But I think at the end of last session, towards the end of last
You
session,
heard
you'd
stories,
heard
yeah.
stories of him.
Yes, because when you first met Roosh, she was yelling, "Zaz! Where's Zaz?"
Cyrus was not gone. Cyrus was there, but also not there.
I thought that's what you did.
Yeah, Cyrus. Explain. Okay.
Look, we weren't part of whatever your original deal was. That's fine. That's your gold. The gold we found is ours.
Yes, Cyrus accept. Cyrus will explain. Cyrus will trust because even if Czar's secret is revealed, no one would believe anyway.
What is your secret?
You know about that, right?
Yes, well, I mean, the whole idiot old man thing does get old after a while.
It's so much better when you're normal.
Yeah, I know, but you know I don't trust people.
I know.
I have trust issues.
No,
Buy
I
me a
have
drink when
trust
we get to
issues.
town,
He's
and
a
I won't
slot.
care.
Deal. Now, an explanation of sorts. My particular specialization is time.
Hell, we all got some of that.
I got more than you. So, when the Modron exploded, which you didn't witness, but you did, as far as I can tell, there was a little kerfuffle in the River of Time. A little kerfuffle in the River of Time.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. In effect, I was shunt into a separate timeline.
I hear what now?
You were shunt into their timeline, and whatever happened to our original
what line?
timeline- a line of time, like a river. It flows.
We're just going to pretend we know what he's saying, yes?
So how do we get back to where we came from?
Excellent
Yeah,
question
we want to get paid.
that I can't answer. All I know is that at some point, when the Modron exploded, time kerfuffled and shifted and rerouted itself, but I can't change it. I certainly can't jump timelines. Whatever brought me back here or brought you to me, I can't tell or even begin to imagine.
Well, we are probably near where the Modron exploded.
No, that was down in the.
Oh no, that was down.
That was down.
Did we see it here?
I
Because
d-
remember, it was popping in on us.
it was
all the
popping
time.
in. It popped in at the inn, and then mostly downstairs. I don't think it ever appeared when we were traveling.
I honestly can't remember.
I think it did.
I think it did pop in on you during the trip. I do
Yeah,
recall that.
yeah.
Maybe it did.
The thing that exploded on us when they first appeared.
Yes. Yeah. But it was dealing with them more than it was dealing with you.
Of course, its words concern me. Whatever we do, don't.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that dude thing appeared before us and said that, and then
Exploded?
them two appeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been following us? Have you been in our river of time for a long time?
No, so as far as I can tell, based on your reactions, I was traveling with a different version of you. All of you.
Where the goblins were the nice people and the kobolds were the bad ones, instead of the other way around.
Yes.
So that's the normal one, yeah?
That would be our version of the timeline.
Which is the correct one.
But not necessarily our original timeline.
But it's the right one, because that's where we're from.
Potentially.
So wait, we were in that one
Yes.
as well as in this one,
But
and
diff-
they were in this one as well as in that one.
Yes, but different versions of you. Every decision that you've ever made, right, creates a different version of you. Each choice has a consequential effect.
I've decided you're buying me 2 drinks when we get to town.
I will buy you 3 drinks.
Great.
Assuming we get paid. I don't actually have any coin
Your new best friend.
to my
I
name.
mean, you could always do my suggestion, which was go to the elders' office, you go on the quest to find it, wait a day, preferably drinking, and then you take it back to them.
I mean, that could
We would
certainly work.
probably need to actually leave town for
Yeah.
them to believe that
We
we
probably actually
gone
have
on
to
the mission.
Depart.
Well, we buy drinks, we go somewhere else.
We can always go down to my workshop.
We could do that, yes.
I mean, I do like this idea of buying some drinks and spending the day drinking.
I think everyone needs a drink.
I used to have a whole barrel of water, but then a goblin just, well, did something with it, I forgot.
Yes, I do remember that happening in my version of events.
And you ended up killing the dragon, didn't you?
In my defense, it was about to kill her.
I was
See,
tempted,
I much prefer our version where it just
We
killed
tried
all the
really
kobolds.
I was
We
tempted
did.
to kill that
Yeah,
dragon.
we tried really hard not to kill it. I liked the dragon, and then
look,
that
I'll be
stupid
fair.
Goblin King.
I saved both your asses. Otherwise, it would have killed all of us.
I mean, I was on the floor already kneeling, so. Anyways,
Regardless, the first thing is to get back to town and work out precisely what.
How to get our money.
Yes.
Right.
Money. Good.
yes.
Very much so.
Shall we continue walking?
I think we shall.
All right.
Just hopping along.
It doesn't take very long to get back home. 'Cause I think it was like an hour or two travel from this
From the crevice.
from the crevasse. Yes. And you once again approach the gates of the city. The one thing that you notice right off the bat when you arrive back is night appears to have fallen a lot sooner than what you would have expected. The lighthouse isn't giving off its usual bright light as it would for this time of day. But you approach, and one of the guards at the gate looks at you and goes, "Ah, you have all returned. The elders are looking forward to meeting you. Please follow." Yes. What was your journey a success?
Yes!
Excellent, excellent. Well, please. And he snaps his fingers, and one of the other guards comes up, and he goes, Marvin, yeah, take them, escort them to the council chambers. They have returned. And then he shouts out, "The adventurers have returned!" And you hear a few of the people that are walking in the street. Yeah.
Can I, when he interacts with us to start with, who is he pointing at more specifically?
The group as a whole.
Ours is
Yes.
fairly
There was the first person he recognized, at least from your initial glancing, he recognized Dreadful first, and then he looked and sees everyone else, and he's like, "Oh, you're back!"
Okay, all right.
So he definitely knew who Dreadful was by.
I'm trying to cushion my leg against
My
your
bad.
fucking knee.
What's your other thing for?
Hang on,
My
where-
other thing?
Yeah, you check
yeah, Loki, is there
I'm wearing
one of the
my
green
jacket.
pillows around here?
There's one.
Ah, there it is. Here. There you go.
I mean,
Have-
you could just sit straight on the couch.
Have an airbag. There you go.
What?
So one of the guards falls in, and he holds out his hands and said, "Please," and then he just begins to march. And as you are walking, you see groups of of the townsfolk. They see you and they greet you. It's like, "Hooray! Ah!" And the celebrations of the I can't remember what I called it now. It was like the Day of Life or something like that. Still appear to be in like they died down previously, but now that you've come back, they've decided to kick them back off again. They sort of delayed them until you got back. The bunting and all of the flags and the streamers and everything was still up and over the streets, and now people are beginning to It just looks like they've taken the time of having this the delay of the fruit delivery. They've just taken that as an excuse to extend
The whole
the party for a longer period of time, rather than just one day. They've made it a 3-day celebration. As you make your way through the town, you once again come to the citadel, and it is as you remember it. You have, as far as you know, never been to, at least not inside. You know of the citadel. Just for your
legs, it's a long way up.
yeah. For a description for you two, because I don't think I've described this for you two yet. It is a massive spire in the center of town, and it's built like a spiral staircase, but without the central pillar. So it looks like a spiral that goes up, but there doesn't look like to be any supporting structure. It's like an impossible design. The way that it actually manages to remain standing is... it doesn't look like it would support its own weight, but somehow it does. And then right at the very, very top is the council chamber of the town. And then above that, way off into the distance at the top of where the stone ceiling of the cavern is, there is an upside down lighthouse, which usually gives off a... it's essentially the sun for this town. So it works by shining its light across the town to signify day and night, and also gives off magical energy to help raise crops and give off heat. But, as was said before, this time of day it would normally be, say, mid-afternoon, so there would be a lot more light, but it is currently black. So the whole place is just lit with torches. Those of you with dark vision, you don't give a crap.
Why is the sun dark?
Yeah. The guard looks at you and goes, "We're not exactly sure, but I'm sure the council will be able to inform you more. They have told us as to tell the populace that it is a special treat to allow them to have more night drinking. But please follow." And so, walking up the spiral staircase, and you see, for the first time, the interior of the spiral wall has a mural which tells the story of the town. So the more you head up, the different the story goes. So you see the entrance is where this place was originally formed, and you see images of magic users creating like spheres of energy to burrow out this place. And then you see the next part of it, you see dwarves, carving, and then you see gnomes coming in and adding in clockwork structures, and it just basically shows the entire formation of the town until you get to the large stone doors at the top of the tower, and the two guards tense up as they see you, and the guard says, "We have the adventuring party. They have returned from their quest. And he just thinks, wait, you did get the fruit, right?"
Yes, we've got the fruit.
"Oh, they have brought the fruit." Right.
I said it was a success, remember?
Zars would not climb stairs if Zars not food.
I think your guard friend over here, Trouble, Dangerous, whatever his name is.
Dread something?
Dreadful, that's it, that's the one.
Zars remembers.
I think he might need a little bit of rest and many relaxation drinks.
Well, of course, and the two guards, one of them approaches, but looks to be the senior of the two, and he goes, "Well, yes, of course, but first, let us announce you." And he bangs on the door, and the door opens up.
Good try.
They're guards. They only have a set number of phrases they can say.
Right. Well,
He bangs on the door, and the another guard opens it from the inside, and you see the door open. You see For you three, you see a familiar sight of the council chambers once more. And they all stand to welcome you in.
I suppose we'll just wait for you guys out here then.
Yeah, and then the guard looks at you and goes, "Why?"
I am holding you to that 3 drinks.
Cyrus will pay.
Follow them in.
Okay. And Eltom, the half-elf, sorry, halfling. Yeah, the half a person. Yeah. He's only a torso. He doesn't actually have any legs. The halfling looks at you and she says, "Welcome back, all of you. I'm glad to see that the 5 of you, and you recovered our lost guard. Dreadful. Well done. Your journey was a incredible success, it would seem."
I'm very sorry, but I drink a lot and I've forgotten your name.
Yes. Well, you would know because these are the heads of your town. You do know these people. There is sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I drink a lot.
Yeah, true. Yeah. There is Eltum, the halfling, female. Tarvok, the dwarven male. Brea, the gnome male elder, and how do I pronounce this one? Eki Pobble Look. Okay. Erky Pobbly Lock, the deep gnome.
This is where I write phonetically.
Or just known as Eki the Wise. And these are the elders of the 4 different species that have conglomerated to form this society in this town. And it was, please, do you have have you succeeded in your mission? We've heard you have succeeded.
Yes, we have certainly concluded our mission that we were hired to perform. That is absolutely correct.
Very well. If you present it to us, we will give you what was promised.
And remind me, I had a little bit too much to drink that day. What exactly did we agree on again?
That was 1,000 gold apiece.
Okay.
My memory. How does that serve for my memory?
We had
Yes,
2,500 gold.
Of course, we're part of this group.
I mean, 1,000 each is a far better deal. But Zyrus only gets 950 because Zyrus has
No.
diamond. No, Zyrus is truthful. They gave Zyrus diamond, so Zyrus only gets 950.
Yeah, and the dwarf looks at you. Well, if you don't want to keep that 50 gold, we'll certainly put it to good use. And you see in the corner there are 4 guards surrounding a chest, and they indicate to that, and you go, please. And Brea steps forward and takes the fruit and goes, "You have done us all a great service. Thank you."
It was our pleasure. What's
I
wrong
go-
with the sun?
I go over to the chest.
Yeah, and yet there one of the guards has a key, and he hands you the key and unlocks the chest, and there is a shitload of gold in there. And one of the guards leans down and he starts counting out 50.
I don't stop him.
He puts it into a small purse and then throws it towards Tarvok, and he catches it and puts it on his belt. He goes, and Eki goes, "Yes, we were meaning to talk to you about that. There has been another small incident we hoped that you might be able to assist us with, since you had such great success and brought forth our great warrior, Dreadful. Yes, good to see you, Dreadful."
Hi.
Yeah, still, yeah. And he looks at Nissa and goes, "Yeah, don't, yeah, no, not so formal. You are heroes of the land today."
Will we get paid?
As a fact, there was something we were hoping to actually offer you in exchange. We, due to the losses of our previous adventuring group that we sent to retrieve the fruit, and having successfully completed that task, we were hoping that maybe you would be willing to join the council's official elite adventuring group. We have the town guards, and we also have the wanderers, as we call them, people that we send out of the city where it is far more dangerous to deal with certain threats and otherworldly things that the regular city guard are not capable of dealing with. If you would be willing to accept this task, we would be willing to grant you these. And all four of them produce from inside of their robes sorry, no, not from the robes, sorry. They turn around and there's like a small wooden case, and they open it up, and inside it there are 5 badges, similar to the one that Dreadful currently has. It has the crests of all 4 of the different houses. So it's basically a shield with what was it?
The coat of arms.
Coat of arms of the city. So there's like a dwarven hammer. There's a small pot. A small plant, and a stalagmite. These are the symbols of the 4 houses that originally formed the city, and the 4 houses of the elders. Because these items will grant you virtually unlimited access to places throughout the city, as well as provide you with a modicum of protection whilst you are out.
Can you scroll so we can see the picture?
Yes, these are magically enchanted items, so you can.
It does actually scroll further.
Yeah, you can't actually see the picture there, but yeah, it's basically like a police badge type thing, and you actually these are fairly these are items of renown in the city.
Great honor.
Great honor, exactly. And you do know these are magically enchanted. They do give you additional protection as well.
I accept. That would be a great honor. Zaz?
Zaz will follow.
And you said there's pay for this?
Yes, of course. Yeah, as per any adventure.
Salary.
Yes, you'll get your pay. You get access to the barracks and any basic equipment you require on your adventures.
So what you're saying is that we get extra protection.
Yeah.
I mean,
And what, in a purely hypothetical course, in the future, if we were to say retire, this is of no issue at all.
Oh, of course not. No. But then you see Tarvok. He begins to laugh. He goes, "Although generally when you retire from this job, it's mostly because you've been killed. Because there are no retirees in the Wanderers. Sorry.
Not yet, there's not.
Well, you would be the first.
Damn straight I would be.
Yeah.
Don't know about the rest of these folk, but I'll take one.
Okay. So
you know, I intend to end up retiring too, just so you know.
that is a noble goal. Shit, I'm turning into you.
Zaz will probably not retire.
Yeah.
Retirement sounds
Indy?
boring. Indy.
Do you accept? Okay. So, Eltom takes the box and steps on down and walks up and attempts to pin these badges on each of you. If you look on D&D Beyond,
Just Google badge.
I,
badge of
I just take it and like clip it
Yeah.
to my belt.
Yeah. Yeah, it has both a clip and a pin. So, what's it called there? It's on
It's called Badge of the Watch.
badge of the watch.
Yes, the badge of the watch. It's on my account.
Yes, you will need to attune to them, but
Oh no.
yes.
Oh,
What, you
no.
thought you were going to get a magic item for free with no attunement slots?
Well, no, it's more how my whole class works. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, if I'm remembering correctly, this just gives you, if you're not using a shield,
It just gives you +2.
It gives you plus 2
I don't need to
AC.
attune to that bit, so that's fine. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think that'll give you any great bonuses, but you can drop your shield and not have to worry about using it and still maintain your AC.
Yes. It's alright. Well, the
Or if
one
you go into a
there's-
situation where you can't bring a weapon or
Exactly.
there's one infusion where I don't have to attune it, so I'm good for the moment.
Right. Okay. There you go.
Sorry, armory? You said armory?
Oh yeah, of course, yes. If you, but with you newly inducted into the Wanderers, I will give you your first assignment, and that is to find out what the fuck is going on with the beacon.
Well, obviously, we're gonna need some access to the beacon itself to have a closer look at it and
Of course,
whatever its
yeah.
power source is.
Yes, and Brace is what. Sorry.
And not roll a
How
one.
long was the achievement for these?
It takes an hour to attune. Yeah, so yes, it's been an hour focusing on it. So if you have a short rest, you'll switch it on.
That's not right.
So Brea steps up and goes, yes, shortly after you all departed, there was a strange shadow that formed around the beacon. We sent a few of the guards to attempt to get inside, and they did not return. We were mounting a larger assault on it to try and investigate, and then you returned, and we thought, well, who better than to send our people who returned where others did not?
Yes, you certainly don't want all of your high-praised guard to die on you.
No, absolutely not. No. Yes.
I might be putting the shield on my back and using my spear with 2 hands.
Looks to you and said, "So if to gain access, that is not it's not a impossible task. It is slightly more difficult than you would imagine, being that it is up there. The only way is to actually traverse the wall." And then look.
I feel like that should be more significant than it's sounding to my head.
Yeah, Elton goes. Yeah. What is required is that we will cast a spell upon you once you get to the outer wall, and this will allow you to walk on the surface, and you will need to make your way up to the beacon. Once there, the beacon is actually surrounded by a perpetual reverse gravity spell. So
Oh!
once you get up there, it will be as though you are on the ground looking up at the city. It has only ever been manned by one person who has. We have lost contact with him, so hopefully you'll be able to recover him as well.
He's not the one who's supposed to eat the fruit, right?
No, that is for us. That's why there's 4 pieces of the fruit and 4 of them.
I missed the 4 pieces.
Yeah, the fruit. If you the way the fruit works, if you cut it into 4 pieces, it basically is like a potion of superior healing as well as a greater restoration, and also they can do other bits and pieces with it to actually help increase their lives. These elders have actually been alive longer than what they should have.
I figured as much.
Yeah. And this is what keeps them going. So, if you wish to retire and take your leave, you can head to the barracks, retrieve any equipment you require, and then the captain will escort you to the wall.
Excellent. Thank Thank you very much.
Is there a weaponsmith in the armory?
Of course.
What do you need?
Oh, yeah, see this? And points to the massive, great big trident that's way too big for me. Yeah, I need that shortened at least.
Okay.
Alright. So they all four of them return to their chairs and they bow to you all. They sit back in their chairs and say, "Return to us when you have good news. Yes, go forth, wanderers."
We shall do that.
Okay.
How about we just return to you when we have news, regardless if it's good or bad, so that you're more or less up to date.
And then Tarvor just laughs and goes, "Generally, if it's bad news, you won't be coming back."
I mean, he has a point.
All right.
Let's take the slide.
There's a slide.
Oh yes, there's a slide.
Where's the slide?
Yeah.
I think
So
you're forgetting the zip line.
yeah, it's a zip line, but yeah. You outside of the council chambers. There's a balcony, and from the top of the balcony, there is a wire that goes from the top right down to the main gate of the.
Ooh, I've never been on one of those.
Yes, you see that there is a guard who is a halfling. Sorry, no, not halfling, a gnome guard who also actually has a series of small tools, and you gather this is the person that's actually in charge of making sure it doesn't break. They're like the ride operator. So, yeah, it goes, "Howdy, folks! Yeah, wanting to go down the fast way?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
All right, step right up, one at a time. Grab hold. Who's first?"
Is this the only zip line?
Yes, there is one. It goes down and then so it'd just be like one at a time.
Oh no, I just wondered if there was like a zip line that goes to different locations in the city.
No, this was just something that the gnomes built because they were tired of walking down the stairs. But only the gnomes are really want to use it. Most of the dwarves refuse to use it, and so do the halflings. Only some of the halflings will use it, but it's primarily the gnomes that use it. So. All right, so Roosh, you step up, you grab a hold and and you see her descend down to the gate, and then you see the gnome pushes a small button, and there's a flash, and the zip handle is back to the top already.
Meanings.
All right, step right up.
It's like the longest flying fox ever.
Yeah.
Oh, I love zip lines.
Anyone else?
Hello.
Ah, dreadful! Good to see you're back alive, boy. Yeah, well, step right up. Did you grab a hold? Yeah.
This was fun.
Snaps fingers, back it comes. Yeah, push the button, snaps fingers, back it comes up. Oh. Anyone else? Are you all walking?
Ours will take it.
All right. Oh, careful there, old timer.
Remind me, do you know where the bank is?
Yeah.
The currency exchange, anything like that?
Oh yeah, who's taking the chest?
Oh, I'm not taking the chest. I've got my bag and I've thrown 1,000 gold pieces in my
I just
bag.
took
So I just
950
assumed
gold
we
out.
took the
Right,
gold
you
each.
didn't mention
Yeah.
that you'd done that yet. Okay, that's fine then.
How are you getting 1,000 gold?
Yeah, I'm just going to assume that too. Because
Magic.
in my pouch.
I just got
drunk.
I just have like 1,000 loose coins in my backpack.
And that's all you have in your bag.
Well, I chucked out everything that wasn't like the
Yeah.
grappling hook and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So
Mine's
who
as
needs
light as
those
ever.
random rations?
Cool. Alright. Alright, so you all make it down there. He mentions, the primary currency exchange is just on the main road.
Excellent. I
It's
don't
the-
really need all of these coins. I want to condense.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Oh, down to go.
And Indy, I'm assuming you're doing the same? Okay. So, I said Indy. What do you think I said? Oh, I said indie. You fool.
The recording will prove
Yeah.
that you said it.
Yeah. If it doesn't, I'll edit it to make sure that it does. Okay, so you make it to the bottom, and the you're all bundled up in the at the bottom there, and the guards are waiting at you. And they see your badges, and they go, "Oh, well done, congratulations, sir." And
Thank you.
if there's anything we can do for you, please let us know.
We're gonna go empty our bags and stuff, but apparently we have to go up there.
Oh well, when you when you are prepared, just return here, and we will send someone to escort you to the gate, as it were.
Thank you.
Okay, you said something about a bank?
While I was up there and you was like zip lining.
Yeah, you weren't in the work area.
So I was just-
Alright, so the day
Take me.
for the most part, the day is yours now. So you've got a mission. There is a slight sense of urgency, but the council isn't worried too much about it. But if you spend too long, they are going to start pushing for you to deal with it.
It's fine. Like, the council will be, look, we're doing something about it. We've hired this adventuring party to take care of it. If they aren't taking care of it, go pick on them.
Yeah, but you know that the Wanderers have been are given quite a bit of leeway in the city, primarily because they don't live very long.
Fair enough.
Yes, and these badges are always the same 6. There's only ever 6 Wanderers at a time, because every time a Wanderer dies, the badge returns to the box in which it was found, so, and which you guys were given it to. So, yeah.
Right, well, who knows where I can dump all this coin without getting it stolen?
Well, there's the
bank,
currency
probably.
exchange. Yeah. So you get changed all into platinum.
Where's the bank?
That way.
Following him, because he knows
Okay.
where the bank is.
Do I?
We all know where the bank is.
Yes,
We grew up here.
You live in this town. Knowing where things are is yes. You know this place pretty well. So.
To the bank!
All right. So what do you want to do? Just like dropping the money off, or you want to get it exchanged?
I'm going to drop off probably
What is...
most of the gold,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll ask for like a bank book or a checkbook.
Oh yeah, you would have already had that. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So I
the-
can
what's
like
the exchange again on gold to platinum?
10.
10. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to bank 900, convert 100 to platinum.
Mhm.
So that's what, 10 platinum?
Yeah.
And that'll be there.
Okay. You just make notes about what you've put where, so you know what's what.
Yeah, basically I want to carry out a paper book and write people paper money instead of carrying the gold around.
Oh, you want a checkbook?
Yes.
Right. Well, the yeah. Sorry, I thought of this the other day, and I'm trying to remember how I. Was it? Okay. You ask the manager about that. He says, "Well, perhaps you'd be interested now. One of our latest enchantments. It's something we're trying out. We give you this special stone. It's encoded to you. It's called an Emptpos stone. It works in most of the places around here. It stands for Elemental Money Transfer at the Point of Sale.
That sounds fabulous.
So if you, it only works within the confines of the city. So that if you you can leave your money here, and then if you wish to buy something, you present them with your stone, and they place it in their stone receptacle, and it transfers the money into their account. So there's a lot less chance of being stolen, and of course, because it is enchanted to yourself, there is no chance of your money being stolen in town. Unless, of course, the bank is stolen, but that has never happened.
Yeah.
It's a very large thing to steal.
Yeah. Well, yes, I've never seen anyone steal an entire bank before. Although I have seen shoplifters. It's a little banker joke there.
I'll have one of those stones, please.
So, runs you through the process. It takes about half an hour. They take you into the back room and they get the stone. They put the stone in your palm, and there is a wizard there that does an enchantment to link the stone to the account. And he goes, "Thank you for banking with us," and presents you with the stone.
Thank you. And I want to take.
The money.
I'm just going to carry the 9 platinum and gold that I have.
Take 50 golds to the temple.
To where?
To my temple.
Sorry,
To
what
your
was that?
temple. Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah, it's 100 platinum worth of gold.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and that's wrong.
Yes.
and tithe 50 gold
Yeah.
to my god and in service of my god, etc.
Very good. Yeah, that's easy enough to do. So you've just done the exchange. Indy, are you just keeping your massive pile of gold? What are you doing?
Still, 97 platinum's a lot less than
I might keep some of the gold, but I'll also put like maybe 800.
Okay, so you're gonna keep.
I
So,
think
okay,
we
we'll
still
make.
got the gold from our last mission, our last jaunt to the caverns.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, make a note so you know what's what. I'm not keeping track of that.
So I've still got
If you
the gold.
if you lose the money, it's your fault for not knowing where you left it.
That's how that works.
Okay, I think my next stop might be to sell some of the things we found.
Yep, that's easy enough to do. Given that again, you have your watch, not your watch, your wanderer badge.
Mm-hmm.
You actually are given a lot better leeway, so you can basically sell any just regular items for what am I looking for? 3/4, so 75% of what it would cost you. They're actually giving you a special deals because of.
Okay. Before we go anywhere, who was I holding the what is it? Where's it gone? Who am I holding the alchemist supplies for?
Me.
There you go.
Thank you.
What about the herbalism kit?
Probably also me.
There you go.
Because they kind of work together.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm selling the silver amulet and the silver ring.
Mm-hmm.
And was there anything else? The fancy dwarven flask
Oh, okay.
and the ceremonial dagger.
Fair enough.
So you're saying 75%?
Yeah.
What's 75 or 125?
So, you guys have done all your basic bits of equipment. You've gone to the bank. You have identified some scrolls. You've gone drinking, and we will. Oh, and you went to. And Roosh went to the. The dwarven.
So we've gone looking for dwarven historians,
Right.
Zaz and I,
Okay.
because we have the scroll
Yes, the
Oh.
scroll you picked up last.
Kandrikar.
Right, that actually wouldn't have been on the recording either because that was in the session we didn't.
That was session
That was
0.
session 0. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So in your initial thing, you found this particular scroll. If you want to read what the scroll has written on it.
So it's a sealed scroll case with the runes Kandrikar in Dwarvish on the outside. The inside had some water damage, but it said, by the remaining few... I think I wrote it wrong. The remaining few by order of Durgandar Black, We have created a secret dwarven readout. None shall find us, however, and then the water damage kicks in and you can't really read what's left of it.
Alright, so you take this to the historians, and this old dwarven man, he looks at it and he goes, "Whoa, that is a story you've not heard this story."
No, I haven't.
And he goes and he fetches a large tome off the shelf and he blows the dust off it. And he opens it to a page and he's like shuffling through and he reads a passage from the law. That Durgadin was a master smith who forged blades of surpassing quality and power. Centuries ago, his home was sacked by orcs. Durgadin led the remnants of his clan to the mountains north of the town of Blassingdell and established a small secret stronghold somewhere in the trackless wilderness. From his hidden redoubt, he waged a decades-long vendetta against all orc kind until his enemies discovered his fortress and attacked it after a long siege. Durgadin and his followers perished, and much wealth was carried away by the conquering hordes. But it is said that the deepest and best hidden vaults and armories escaped the looting, and some of Durgadin's extraordinary blades still wait in the darkness for a hand bold enough to claim one. Yeah, and that is it. And basically, he just shows you it. It is a place known in legend as the Forge of Fury.
That sounds like my kind of place.
So, and the names of these places, there are maps, but no one has been to the surface in such a long time. They don't know whether these maps are going to be accurate anymore. But yes. So that is another potential adventure you can go on if you want to.
Just ignore the skylight.
Yeah, fuck the skylight. We're gonna go searching for weapons. We're back in a couple of weeks. When
we're back, we might have a sword. It'll be great. Maybe.
So I'll head off to the armory then.
Yeah. So Nis is at the armory. So what are you getting done?
So the trident, I'm getting the pole shortened.
Mm-hmm.
And getting some kind of cap on the end so it balances out.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably going to be lengthening the tines a little bit and making them sharp so I can use it as a glaive instead of a...
Yep, no, that's easy enough to do. So over the next hour, the smith works at it. The blade is actually fairly rusty, so he actually polishes it up, and it's actually once he begins to work the metal, you'll find it's actually not silver; it's actually a very fine bronze. So he manages to clean it up. He whacks off the end. He manages to attach a stone weight to the other end to counterbalance it, and then that's all he's really able to do in the time. So he hasn't turned into the glaive yet, but you do have now a shortened trident. If you wish to do more stuff to it, it'll take a bit more time.
How long?
So to extend the times, because they'll need to be removed and then re-smithed, so probably take another day to do that.
How long are we thinking of staying in town before we go?
Not that long.
I'm taking 4 hours to copy those scrolls, but that's about it.
It's about 3 hours longer of drinking that I've got.
I'm emptying my inventory, doing a couple of odd jobs, checking on my forge, and then having a nap. Because I'm assuming we're going to sleep overnight before we head off.
Yeah,
Or
I thought we were going to
it's
take
already daytime.
a long rest to recuperate before we head off.
Okay.
So he has until tomorrow morning, essentially, which may not be enough time.
No, he needs a bit more time. He needs to source the same sort of metal.
I'll get him to start on it because I still have my sword for the moment.
Okay, so he will.
By the time we get back.
He takes it and he said, "If you return, it shall be prepared for you. Good luck."
Yeah, how much would it cost to silver plate the end as well?
I think it's just straight 100 gold.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Alright, well, since we're probably going to be gone at least a day, you may as well put silver coat the tip as well.
That can be done. Yes, if you have.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. And yeah, so then you see, flipping my pencil in my face, yeah, and he gets to work on the on your trident. You see, he has a lot of other little projects going on, like he's sharpening the blades of the guards and making sure everything is in tip-top condition.
Does the Dwarven Historian give us gold for the scroll and the...
If you wish to sell it to him, sure, he will, yes. So he'll give you what it was worth.
The only other thing I need to do is I'm going to source, I think it's 10 gold of incense.
Yep.
I'm going to spend an hour casting Find Familiar.
Yep. Cool, done.
Some
in
little
my handbag there should be a
little owl.
Charger.
Very good.
sharpen.
Indeed, is there anything you wanted to do?
Oh, I'm just reading up at the library.
Alright, cool. Okay, so now where are you all going to stay? Are you going to stay at the barracks? Are you going to stay in your individual homes?
My
Are you going
house.
to stay at someone else's
I'm
house?
assuming Zaz and I are staying at our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't establish if I had a house or not.
Well, unless you've been living on the street, you should have a house. So,
Or at least somewhere.
in the head, or at least a hole to crawl into.
What have you done?
My pencil lid's got stuck.
Oh, doesn't that just suck?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go empty my sharpener because I
Okay.
don't really want to put.
So yeah, I'm thinking definitely probably the
Yeah.
fifth
You
trident
could
kind
use
of
that
set it
pencil
to
to
the
dig
times.
the
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I could, except the sharpener's inside the thing, and I've already got pencil sharpening in there, so I don't
Yeah.
really want to. I
Alright,
will
so.
go into this because mine's too big.
Alright, so. The night continues on for longer than it should. You all rest up in your respective places. If there's anything you want to do while you're at your house, let me know. But otherwise, it is now morning, and you have all congregated at the barracks. We shall wait for Roosh to return.
I've returned!
Roosh returns.
That was fast.
It's not a very big
No.
container. I overnight will probably do a channel divinity, I think it is, and
Mhm.
create
Weapon worth less than, or whatever it is.
Oh, I've forgotten what I was going to do. This is just wonderful. I will remember and I will let you know. But basically, one of the feats that she has is that she can recreate something of
X amount of value, sure.
provided it's mostly metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a replicate thing, but
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a physical version of what you can do magically.
Yeah.
With your magic items.
to a degree.
To a degree.
But like she can replicate a lock, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
I can't.
That's what I'm saying. She can create physical things, you can create magical
Magical
things.
things.
An hour-long ritual that creates a non-magical item that must include some metal, a simple or martial weapon, a suit of armor, 10 pieces of ammunition, a set of tools, and other metal objects.
Cool.
So I think I was going to create a second set of smith tools,
Mm-hmm.
just so I have a backup.
That's easy done.
Well,
Easy
that's
done.
actually, because it's worth less than 100 gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I realised you could probably actually silver a weapon using that. Because you take the weapon and then just silver it.
I mean, I could do
No,
that anyway.
it's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you knew how to do it, but the actual thing itself is more a copying of an existing item.
Yeah. All right. So you all meet, and the guard captain comes out of the barracks and is a dwarven male, and says to you, "Good morning, all. Are you ready for your journey?"
Yes.
No, yes. Just depart.
Very well. And two other guards fall in, and he leads you through the city. And when you get to the... there's an area that's somewhat off limits. Like, it's not so much off limits as that people just don't go there. It's a place that is primarily abandoned. But it is a place very close to the wall. And the reason that people don't go to the wall is because being in the Underdark, this place actually has a fair bit of monster activity. But it is the primary method in which people will ascend to the tower. But at least on foot. Normally the... you would imagine there'd be some form of teleportation, but they haven't offered that to you, so you're stuck with walking.
Walking it is.
Yeah. And as you get to the wall, the captain puts his sword up against the wall, and he mutters something under his breath, and an outline of a door forms on the stone, and it just fades away. And he goes, "There you are. If you place your hand upon the rune on the other side of the wall, that will give you the spell Spider Climb. It will last for 1 hour, and that will allow you. That should give you enough time to get all the way up there. Do not delay. If it runs out, you will fall."
How do you propose we get down from there?
Well, there is an additional rune set on the other side, but there should, if you are successful, you should be able to reactivate the teleporter to teleport back down into the main council chambers. That is offline. We attempted to use that first to investigate, but were unable to get through. And what came back didn't live very long.
Okay.
You want to explain that last part?
So I just think we should hurry.
Yes. Okay. I will go through and do the thing.
Okay. So when you step through, you see there's actually a small glyph of a spider web on the wall, and you place your hand on it, and it glows, and your feet feel sticky.
Do you have to come out of the room and then start walking up?
No. Well, you're up against the wall of the cabin. So.
I will take a few steps up the wall.
Yep.
And make sure everything is tucked in.
Yep.
And not going to fall.
Yep.
And then wait for everybody else.
Okay. So, Roosh is on the wall.
I'll follow.
Okay. So, spiderweb.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yeah. Indy. Yep. Dreadful. Are you walking up the wall?
I wish to walk up the wall.
Okay. Dreadful walks up the wall.
3 times.
And down. Alright. Everyone begins to walk up the wall. Can I get a marching order, please? Just put yourself down on the map so I can...
Alright, well, I followed you in there, so...
Well, this is me. That's
Alright.
I feel like Dreadful at the back is a bad idea.
You might also say it's a dreadful idea.
There's at least 2 people between him and me, it's fine.
And I cast light on my spear tip. So as we go up, I have a light.
Very good. I was actually about to mention that there is phosphorescent moss on the wall. At night, when the beacon isn't lit, you actually see these little patches, and they look like stars on the roof. But getting close, you see they are weird, looking glowing mushrooms.
Weird glowing mushrooms are always a good sign.
All right. Let me just check my notes here.
Everyone dies at the end.
Yes. Of course, everyone dies
Roll
the
prepared
end.
featherfall.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, wait,
Where did I put? I forgot my map. Never mind.
Oh no!
Well, I know. Give me 10 seconds here.
I'm going to. Dreadful wishes
So I went to
to
add
maybe
an owl as
think
a
of how to
familiar,
code.
right?
Sorry?
Look at
And
the top
dreadful
of the
wishes
list.
to.
You can think about whatever you want. What are you two giggling about?
So I went to add an owl as a familiar, right?
Right.
And so I went to the extra tab, put familiar, and the first thing that pops up is the Demogorgon.
Yeah. It gives you some really weird options for what you can
For
actually
familiars,
take.
yeah.
It's really, really strange. If I was looking at, add additional things, like you can actually add like a Tarrascan as part
a
of
familiar.
as your familiar. You can add any creature in as the familiar. I thought that was really strange.
So I'm just assuming that we've had one forever.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that we would have done.
A long time ago, yeah.
What is this?
Platinum rings.
Ah, yes.
For warding bond.
Yeah. Yes, if you don't, you've got the you've got the gold for it. I don't want to hear you guys complaining. You're not giving them magic stuff.
God, man, you only give us all these free magic items.
How much magic stuff have I given you? Everything.
How much of it can I attune to?
None of it.
Artificer problems.
Each of them requires a specific alignment that you don't have.
I did that to Selena in the last campaign. Gave her the robe of the Archmagi, but it was only for good aligned Magi's.
Which was why he wasn't wearing it.
Yeah. That's why it was in the cupboard.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to find something here, so bear with me.
There's no worries.
Sorry?
I said there's no worries. No, I don't have.
I should sit here.
That's actually it.
Okay? You drink some tea. You're drinking the tea.
No, I'm drinking coffee. I'm sipping it.
Alright.
What are these?
I'll wait for Nissa to get back before I kill the party.
Only fair, honestly.
You should all be here for your own death.
While I'm waiting here, I'm gonna play some races.
Please do. That's fine.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, we took a long rest, didn't we?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're rolling full.
Cool.
I'm on 4.
4 and 19.
4 is better than a 1.
No, but I want to be really good. Automatic failing for an attack on the enemy.
Oh, no, I was thinking someone... Sorry, I thought that only applied to your allies.
No, it's. I think I can choose literally any target.
What's this for? Oh, the replacement of the dice.
Yeah. Oh, I'll pull it up. Roll 2d20s, which I've done. You can place any attack, roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that I can see with those results. So I can't disarm traps and stuff. But
I'm gonna need these for later on.
Someone tell me something's bad's gonna happen.
Sorry?
Something's telling me that something bad's gonna happen.
something bad's about to happen.
Something bad is always going to happen. Like that should be your
We're
general.
playing D&D.
Yeah.
Nothing easy happens.
Yeah. Nothing good happens.
What about receiving 1,000 gold?
Okay, that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, but the amount of terrible things we had to do to get it counteracts the fact that
I
it's good.
forgot what we had
I
to
don't
do.
remember doing anything terrible
We had to
to
go
receive
through an
it.
entire temple and it's a whole shenanigan.
Okay, let's
It wasn't
see.
terrible. And what happened to them kobold folk was none of our problem.
I think you'll find that it was entirely our fault.
No, I think I have a different recollection to you.
Well, no, because I wanted to kill the dragon and you were like, no, let's leave it alive. Because reasons.
Okay, so walking up the wall, we have your marching order. Are you being relatively quick? Are you checking as you're walking? What is going on?
Knowing how far I can travel within an hour, I want to make it to the top before the hour expires.
Very good. Okay.
So I am travelling however fast it takes to get me there on
Very
my
good.
little legs.
You know it should. You know that you should be able to make it with a fair amount of time to spare, provided you don't.
Hence why we're hurrying.
Yes.
And we should,
I would also like
I'm just
time
making-
to investigate and stuff at the top, so the quicker we get up there,
Yeah. Wh-
carefully, but swiftly.
Okay. So what's everyone's passive perception? Just so I know.
Alright, well, this is following along. She's got the grappling hook
Mine's
tied to a
12.
rope just in case.
Mine's 12.
Me
12?
too.
12,
Passive perception is 14. for
14.
me.
13.
13.
14.
Don't kick the table, like
12.
12. All right. So 14 is the highest. All right, who had 14? Was yeah, okay. Oh, and okay, cool. Those of you with the 14, as you are walking, you do notice like within the moss there are a group of protruding rocks, and as you are moving through them, you could swear you saw one of them move.
Detect magic.
Okay. You detect no additional magic other than the magical items your party has.
Do you guys see the moving rocks?
Zara sees some moving rocks.
What moving rocks?
Those
Rocks don't move.
Those ones.
I
You
don't
see
I think
things.
you find that the rocks do
anything
move.
because I am.
If the rocks are
I am
moving, then they're
Blakewood
probably
and I
not
don't
rocks.
know.
Points very specifically at the moving rocks.
Yeah.
Those ones.
Okay. So you point. She's
I look
pointing.
at the rock.
Yeah, she's pointing at a large pyramid, a stalactite, sticking out of the. Well, actually, it would be from your perspective, it would be a stalagmite that's coming out of the ground.
Ground.
But
So-
it's a stalactite,
But it is a
yes.
stalactite because it is coming
Yep.
down. She's pointing at it, and it looks just like a large. And then, as you are all staring, an eye opens. Roll initiative.
Oh, right. I got a 9.
I gotta get the happiest roper in the world.
Yeah, that's why I gave you that rock.
I
I
got a 9.
fucking
I
bring
also got a
ropers
9.
back into
Of course.
this.
Hey, look, I printed 4 roper miniatures. I'm gonna be using more rope.
That's 9.
I keep rolling 6. Try again. First time.
Bloody
Ah.
Snapchat.
I rolled a 9.
Plus nieces and
A
nephews.
7 plus 2 is 9.
Whatever.
Oh, but you have your plus your initiative.
Where did
so
the
it'd
missing
be
arm come
11, right?
No, so I rolled
Oh,
a
I
7.
think it's
and I
from
got
one of the other
plus.
ones.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of them.
And plus.
Tom, can you grab me the texter from up there,
So I
please?
got 9 as well.
Thank you.
More than 9!
I have 9.
I also got 9.
Yeah, I've got 9.
Wait, you got 9?
I got 9.
Wow, you're lucky.
I got 9.
8.
Am I going first?
Apparently.
Look at you go.
It's to be expected. You're at the front of the
Yep.
party.
True.
Yep. How many
Alright.
ticks are there?
These ticks are more
Difficult terrain.
difficult terrain, basically. So if you're trying to move through these positions,
Double movement.
double movement.
I am rolling a dice.
And my owl.
Rolls a 5. Because you're really nice.
Thank you.
Dice.
Oh, do you want an owl? We have a
Do you have an owl?
we have a
Maybe?
bat.
That'll do.
Well, it's not a bat. It's more like a flying eye
Yeah.
thing.
Ooh.
It's
Close
a
enough.
sturge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sturge. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. All right. Now I gotta roll my.
Another one.
Oh, look at that! I rolled a 9.
Hold on. I'm going to roll for my owl's initiative 1 second.
Doesn't it go on yours?
No, it has its own
Everyone's
separate
rolling
initiative.
Okay.
9.
So if everyone's a 9, does everyone just go together?
It's whoever has the higher base initiative. But anyway,
Oh, that's really fun.
Uh,
Okay.
Base initiative.
So what's everyone's base initiative then?
all right. That's right. Anyway,
So
so
the owl got 18.
okay. So here we go. So 20, 19, 18.
The owl.
Okay.
I'm not going first.
You're not going first.
17, 16, 15, 14. Okay, so we've got 2 14s. What's your base initiative?
2.
Plus 2. What's your base initiative, Loki? Your bonus?
+2.
+2. All right.
Roll for it.
Yeah, just roll off, you two.
There's 8.
3.
8. 8. I got 8.
Okay, so Dreadful.
Okay. Yay, at least I'm
This
not
is
coming
dreadful.
last.
And Roosh. Was it 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9? So who's got the...
I've got the lowest, I think, because I'm -1.
Okay,
I
what's...
have +5.
+5? What's your...
+3.
+3. Alright, so it goes Nissa...
You're a 9 with a +5. Wow.
Nissa... Indy... Zaz...
Mandel.
8, 7...
Oh, yeah, sorry, it was an 8.
Oh, you're an 8. Okay, yeah, Mendel.
I think I'm going to be using a different dice.
Alright, well, you'll be pleased to know you are ahead of the Roper.
Hey!
Alright, Owl.
We'll have it fly over behind the roper.
Uh-huh.
And that's all it's going to do because it can't make an attack or anything.
Very good. Oh, can someone get a photo of this so I can put it in the stream too, please? Dreadful, you're up.
I wish to attempt to hit it.
Okay, so move yourself. Yep, cool. Make an attack.
So 9.
Plus, what's your attack bonus?
2.
+2?
Yeah.
Really?
It's my strength, isn't it?
But it's a bit more than that.
Bit more than that.
Attack, it is +5. So
+5.
14.
14, that is a miss, unfortunately. So you go, "Ah!" Oh, I should also say, because remember you can rage, so you probably should say you're raging as well. Yeah.
Raging.
Sounds like it.
He's rage. Okay, Roosh, you are up.
I'm just going to point everyone actually towards it because it looks
I am going to cross, so I'm directly in front of Zaz.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's ours?
The middle.
That one?
And 1 square forward. Yep. And I am going to prepare the dodge action.
Okay. Nissa, you are up.
The best way to give my ranged... I'm the tank. My job is to hold the thing there while the DPS behind me go pew 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 pew.
Okay, well, I'll try and hit it with the longbow.
Okay, roll the attack.
That is 17 plus 5 to hit.
And that will hit. Roll your damage.
So, 11.
11 damage. So your arrow sticks into this what appears to be stone creature, but when the arrow hits it, it is quite fleshy. So it goes, "Ah!" and the tentacle.
It doesn't go ding.
No, and the tentacles go.
It has tentacles!
Yeah, you see, it has the eyes, and then as soon as you hit it, you see emerging from its sides. This thing starts flailing like an octopus.
It has tentacles!
Indy, you're up.
I might climb with it if I'm close enough. If I'm 10 foot.
I mean, you're going to attack it with the vine whip.
Yeah.
You'll need to step 2 squares closer to get it.
So that's 10 feet.
Yeah, it's
You
more
have a
powerful.
view on me.
Here.
Or just try and smack it.
I'll just try and smack
It's,
it. We don't really know what it is. And until it has its turn, we don't know what it does. Technically.
I've never seen such a creature before.
rolled a 9.
A 9 plus.
I'm sure the guys that have come up this way haven't seen something like this before.
Very weird.
These-
Don't like it.
A rat with tentacles.
Wait, the other
Just-
one's
just
plus
make
2,
it
but
make
I
saves
can't- doesn't
rather
say
than-
that.
Wait, so are you using the... Yeah, so the vine whip is a... Hang on. How do I get rid of this bloody... I'm trying to...
I'm bored.
No, dreadful. How do we get rid of that?
Should, well,
Ah, there we go.
why
Thank
is,
you.
I don't know why that,
That
was
was
doing
funny.
anything, but
No.
I'm bored
Action.
with my name.
There we go. It's a +5 to hit with the vine whip. So what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. That's not enough. Okay. So you miss. So you go with the whip, but it swats your whip away with one of its tentacles. Zaz, you're up. Oh, unless you have a bonus action you want to do.
Isn't it?
Disengage.
You're 9 as well.
No, but I thought this went before. Oh no, this is already gone.
She went.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yes, I'm the one who's done the damage.
Yeah.
so
She
far.
shot it with an arrow. You want to attempt to hide?
Because
Okay. Right, so move and then make a stealth check. What?
5.
Plus your stealth bonus. Alphabetical, it's down the bottom. In that one on the side there. Oh my god, I'm going to kill you. In there.
You mean literally? Like
Very bottom.
literally.
Scroll to the very, very bottom.
Plus 5.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Zaz, you're up. So
Okay.
where are you hiding, by the way? Put yourself where you're hiding. You can hide where one of those... You can't move that far! You've got 3 more squares you can move. And you can hide where there's an arrow.
She'll get there.
Yeah, there's one there. She could hide. Or...
Yeah, she couldn't get all the way back here,
No.
though.
No, she was here.
Yeah, there's no
So
place...
that's where she went to hide.
There's no place to hide there, though.
Behind a person.
Yeah, but she's not, they're not big
Because
enough.
I'm small. I
Yeah,
can
but
Yeah,
we're
but
all
they're
so
small!
Oh.
We're all small. Yeah.
We made a small party.
You did.
You can hide here.
Okay. Zaz, you're up.
Me.
I will take my diamond and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb,
Very good.
going for acid damage.
Okay.
No.
No?
7.
7,
total.
okay. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Oh yeah. You're up. Well, you don't have it though.
I do because that's part of my.
Oh, right, okay.
I flip my pistol and
Okay.
Things like my character.
plus 5, that's 16 to hit.
Not enough, unfortunately.
It's the Golden Master.
Okay.
The face.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Oh.
Alright, it's now the Roper's turn. It will.
15, 20.
Just back away quickly.
Okay, it's going to make 4 attacks.
Well, you could move to.
So, it will attack you with disadvantage. A natural 1, so it misses. It will attack Dreadful for a... where is it? Target is grappled. Bite. Unless it's a flat roll. Can you see the pluses on this thing? Sorry, it's just...
If it doesn't actually have...
Oh, here it is. +7. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the thing there. It was like +7.50 feet. I was looking at +7.5. It was confusing me. That's why I wasn't able to read it. Alright, it's got a 50 feet reach. Alright, so what's your armor? I rolled a 14.
16.
So it attempts to get to Dreadful, it misses. It has a perception of +6, and it was looking at you when you tried to hide, but it will see if it can spot you. It does, so it's going to attempt to whip Indy for a 23.
What? Does it have that reach?
It has a 50-foot
50
reach.
It's 50 foot reach.
Yeah, it shoots its tentacles out.
I'm only 16 armor class.
Okay, so it hits you.
How much damage? How much damage?
It does...
Something.
It has a lot more HP than you.
7, 13... There's 17 points of...
Alright, I'm going to try a little bit harder.
And you are...
Would recommend.
And you are grappled, so it basically wraps the tentacle around you.
It was initially. It's not going to go all there.
Rocks with tentacles that can reach really freaking far.
So it has read now. So change mine on the.
So my walking speed
Why
was
am I talking like that?
Okay, cool.
With friends.
I have natural explorer in the Underdark, which means I'm not
She's not hindered by difficult terrain.
Which is
That
one.
one.
Alright, and that's Oh, and it has one more attack, so it will go for Nissa because it hurt him. So it hits you for a 21. Oh, jeez, that's painful.
Is it hitting me? Sorry.
Yeah, it hit you. 16 plus 27.
I look very nearly dead.
And you are also grappled.
Oh dear.
Top of the round, the owl.
Is going to stay where it is, so
Okay.
just kind of cling to the back of the...
Very good.
Distraction.
Yes.
No.
Dreadful, you're up.
I wish to just attempt to hit it again.
I
Okay.
was gonna say you can take the whole
So,
back.
It doesn't need to, but it can.
16.
16.
That's not why it's there.
That is a miss,
No,
unfortunately.
it's touch.
What? What is its armor class?
I'm not telling you. Anything else?
No thanks.
Okay. I think you get to make a second attack as a bonus action because of your class.
Yeah.
'Cause you're a
Most
br-
get that at 5.
No, but he's a berserker.
Yeah, he might have
Oh.
a second attack.
Might be early then.
Yeah. Can I have a look at your sheet?
But it'll
Yes,
be,
I can.
yeah, it'll
You
be
can? There you go.
bonus
So
action
make a
rather
second
than-
attack.
Okay. 15 plus 5 is 20.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Okay.
No. Wrong dice. It's your battle axe damage.
Oh, battle axe, which is which dice?
We'll look on your sheet. You look at your berserker axe. That's your stat line.
Berserker axe.
So it's 1d12 plus 3. So it'll be 1d12 plus 5 because he's raging.
Yeah. So it does
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Okay, so that was, is that the first official attack on it?
No. Nissa hit it beforehand. All right. Roosh.
Guys, I think we should just keep walking. Go, go, go.
It's going to be 6 seconds.
Yeah, but Indy and Nissa are both grappled by this creature as well.
Not to mention I'm nearly dead.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step back. Going to stab at the tentacle that is grappling Nissa and try and remove it.
Go for it.
That's an 11.
That misses.
Not
How
going
good
to be
is-
helpful.
Yeah, isn't it pretty? That's it.
I recognize that.
I'll save healing word for when you are unconscious. There's not much point using it now.
Alright, Nissa.
Just to say, it would only take one punch for me to be dead.
That's what I figured. A healing word is not going to do too much to you in the meantime.
So you are grappled and restrained by this creature, so you cannot move of your own, but you can attempt to break free if you wish.
Can I attack it?
You can still attack, yes.
Okay, well I pull out my sword and attack it. And
Okay.
Try and
You gotta break the tentacle.
try and slice it off. Yes.
Yes, go for it.
13.
Not enough, unfortunately.
I missed.
I do too.
I never
I was
miss.
stabbing real hard.
Alright, Indy, you are also
And I
grappled.
missed.
Can I try and de-grapple myself?
You can attempt to break free, yes, so you can use either acrobatics or your strength.
I would probably say acrobatics because I reckon my strength is pretty low. So I'll do acrobatics.
Okay.
Wait,
Not
yeah,
nice.
that's right.
I missed. She missed.
This is all.
So you didn't miss much, but they also missed a lot.
I'm now up to speed. So in summary, missed.
Missed.
Nissa has like
Good. You'll be fine.
10.
7 plus what's your acrobatics?
It's +3.
+3, so 10. No, so you failed. You,
I figured it must have been really, really close to that given.
yeah,
your
because
face.
this thing does 48 damage. I rolled 2 8s, a 7, and a 1.
Oh.
I know.
2 8s, a 7, and a 1.
Yep.
That's like
That's how that
30.
yeah.
Next hit, obviously, get that 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zaz, you're up.
Excellent. I'm going to, because my owl's now attached to it,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds through it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to manipulate the fabric of time to use my 19, so 24 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
And I'm upcasting to level 2, so 4d10.
4d10, alright.
Then divination.
Inflict those wounds.
I'm going to inflict some wounds. Oh, that's not bad. That's 19, 23 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice.
So critical, I think.
It looks.
Need to learn your vampiric touch.
Yeah. That really stings to it. You look at this thing now. It's just like, and you see the tentacles going
Trying to reach the owl.
going behind it, trying to get them off. Nindel.
Bang.
Bang.
5, 10, 15.
He's running away.
And this time it's a firebolt.
Firebolt.
Instead
Okay.
of I use the pistol.
Yeah, as the focus.
With a +6, 17.
Not enough, unfortunately.
Cool. What was that? 5, 10.
Alright. It is now its turn. It is going to, because it has 2 tasty treats, it will use its action to reel them in. Yes?
Can I have an opportunity
Attack of
attack on the
opportunities.
tentacle?
As his tentacle pulls away.
You know what? Sure. That seems fair to me.
The last ditch attempt.
Save this.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, it's like.
It's just like,
This is like,
actually, you rolled a 4.
I don't think that's gonna help
No,
me.
what?
Yeah, that's all it can do. Because it can do its multi-attack, it can do its bite, or it can do its reel.
Reeling.
So it's already done its reel, so that's all it does this round. Cool.
Oh.
So, Dreadful... sorry, the owl. It's the owl's turn now. Just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
stay
It's
attached.
gonna stay
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Just don't-
Dreadful, you're
Because I
up.
can't attack
Okay.
with it. So
So I wish to
it
hit
took
it,
us
try
dodge
attempt to
action.
hit it again.
Go.
Well, actually, yeah, I would do that. I'll prepare a dodge action.
14 plus... What is it?
Just
Five.
say that.
Plus 5? It's a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
How? And that goes there.
And you get your second attack, though.
Okay, so I get another attack.
Nah, it's a miss as well.
So I
Roosh.
This is not going according to plan!
Yes, well, I think it's. Well, I mean, I'm okay.
Yes, because you're behind me where everyone else is supposed to be.
Misty step get me out of the grapple.
I haven't.
Yes.
Yep.
I was-
Also, I must apologize.
Mm.
You haven't actually taken any damage, neither has... You just both grapple. The tendrils don't actually do damage, it's the bite that does the damage.
Ah,
Thank God.
So put your hit points back. Sorry, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
I had 1 hit point left.
well, now you have more.
Now it was more assumed damage, perceived damage. You thought you were really badly hurt,
But you weren't.
you
in
weren't
fact.
really in fact hurt. Yes,
Terrified.
you're terrified
I
exactly.
was
Sorry.
hit.
With my thorn whip,
Yeah.
if I grapple it, I can force it to drop 1 item. Can an item be a person?
Yeah.
Drop me!
You can, provided it fails its check. Yeah, you can make it
That's
drop
why you
it.
hit yourself.
Can I get a dexterity save?
You may. It rolled a mighty 4 for its dexterity.
Woohoo! I get to damage it.
Can I suggest?
No, don't suggest anything.
It's not your turn.
Not
You
your
don't get
turn.
to
You don't get to
suggest.
suggest things.
4 radiant damage.
4 radiant damage. All right.
And I'm going to take a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have reach, so
Spears typically do, but you're outside of the range.
Yeah, you need to step forward 1 step.
No, spears don't have reach. Lances do.
Ah.
I need
weird
you
like
one
that.
of those.
Oh, that's right. It's a feat that gives you.
The additional reach.
Yeah, reach 5. Yeah, I'll move into engage.
Very good. Nissa. You are still grappled, and you are being drawn towards the scaly maw. Oh no! Her character sheet broke. She's dead.
We rolled a 1 in our retrieve character.
I do like that actually.
That's quite good.
That D&D Beyond
And when
thing.
it gets really stuffed up, it's a beholder zombie. Has
Yeah.
Okay, well, how close am I to it?
You are 5 feet away from
enough,
it.
but not
You're currently in its
Okay.
mouth.
Eat the chocolate with your hands.
I'm going to use the inflict wounds spell scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can someone tell me how to do that?
It is an attack roll using your
Spell save
DC. Oh, sorry, your spell attack roll.
That was
whatever
the
it is.
optional rule I remember reading now.
Spell attack was what?
Your
Yeah.
spell attack.
Is
And
plus
There's an optional
Plus
rule
4,
that
so
goes-
yeah.
Got it.
So you pull out the spell. He's like a.
yes, she very much is doing
Yeah. Yeah, you could. Unfortunately, you can't. You're being restrained. You cannot read the scroll, and you mutter out some words, and then the spell comes forth in your hand, and then you drop the scroll. The scroll bursts into flame, and you lose the spell.
I mean, it would have been really difficult to get out of your pockets anyway.
Yeah.
I'm impressed you managed to get it that
Yeah. Indy, you're up.
I might as well do that full with if I can. Pull
Okay, so you're going to attempt to hit it.
Yes.
All right. So roll your attack.
Oh, I did well. I rolled a 16. I plus it's. Like
That is a
+5.
hit. Now, what's the DC for the fourth drop? It does have it has a
I'm
specific.
assuming it'll be her spell save.
No, it's
DC
something slightly
equals
different.
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dexterity, your choice.
Right. So it's
Dexterity.
8. So your proficiency is plus
So,
2, so 10, and your
Dex mod.
Plus 3.
plus 3, so it's 13. So you've hit Nissa with the whip, and you're attempting to pull her out, and it rolled a 12. So you hit Nissa with the whip, and you go, and you whip her, and she goes ah,
Thank you.
and gets dropped by the roper.
Which way?
Whichever where do you want her to go?
Mm.
Wolfar.
We're upside down, right?
Yeah.
Also, your target is not prone.
I don't think you can knock it.
You can't knock it
Roper
prone,
On
right?
a failed save, you know.
Yeah.
The
It's like yeah, no, it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah.
Away from the thing.
The drama you were looking for is not happening today, dear.
So you've pulled it towards, right? But as you notice what's going on, right? You've grabbed her, and then you've forgotten that gravity is working in a specific way, and so as you pull her loose,
Yeah.
right? Your whip goes, "Whoa!" And she's now dangling from your whip.
Where's the flying thing?
Yeah, I've got it here. Yeah. So she's now currently swinging above you, attached to your whip.
Okay, I've got a backup plan.
I know what's going on. It's fine. You have a bonus action you wish to take, or are you good?
Because I could.
Am I still stuck?
Yeah, you're still attached to it.
Are we still on the wall or are we on the roof?
I can try and...
You're on the roof.
I can...
Yeah. That's why you're dangling straight up.
I have a
Oh,
Rachel
this
thing, I
doesn't
can
take
just
anyone
try to
with you.
disengage. Is that possible on grapples?
fine.
You grappled,
Not
so you
only
can't.
that, because
You gotta
it's
use your
a
action to do it.
spell level slot, you can't
I have
cast it more
plus
than
10.
once per turn.
No.
because
No, but like even if I could, I'm just.
Alright, Zaz, you're up.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds again.
Okay,
Only first level this time.
very good.
I'm actually going to roll a 1, so
Okay.
that doesn't work.
Okay. There's a lot of one rolling.
There is a lot of 1 roll. I'm just going to stop using those dice.
Mendel, you're up.
Firebolt, once more.
In the turn, it's taken the round.
19
He's
to
eaten them
AC.
We shouldn't bother good to.
He'd already eaten all of his. And was still hungry.
Miss.
19 to miss.
You want chicken wings?
I say 20.
Alright, the roper. The roper still has Indy, so it is going to attempt to nom her because it is very hungry.
Oh.
Rolls a... not enough, I don't think. 13.
Oh, I've got.
No, sorry, 15. Sorry.
I'm 16.
16, it misses. So it goes to bite you, but because of the additional weight now attached to the one tentacle with you attached to Nissa hanging from the roof, it goes and now it's now holding you above the tip. It's now holding you up.
Shoot the tentacle. Elongate that tentacle.
This whole situation is nonsense.
I agree.
Okay, that's it for its
Can you
turn.
take a photograph of this, please? We need to take this back to the
We
council.
need another
It's the funniest-
Yeah, we need another one so we can just go like.
Oh, to continue the stab. Yeah. Where's your case?
We've got
Yeah,
one.
here, no, give us that. Yeah, no, your case. Yeah. Put Indy in
Oh, in the first case.
the first one.
Yep.
And then. There we go.
Oh, but that one in this case.
No. That's like. Ah!
Nonsense.
Okay. Owl's turn. Owl's is going to sit there.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
take the dodge action just in case. it
Very
tries to
good.
hit it.
Dreadful, you're up.
Okay, I wish to hit it again.
Okay, start whacking.
Okay.
Please don't kill it while we're
14 plus 5.
19, not enough.
What? So I need to
very
roll
high
20 to
AC.
hit it.
Yeah.
Second attack.
It is
Okay.
a pile of rocks.
Fleshy
You gotta
rocks.
find the fleshy bit.
12 plus
Not
5.
enough, unfortunately.
12 plus 5, yeah.
So I need to roll 20 to hit it.
Roosh. Yes.
Yes. How long is the tentacle stretching up to not to Wallflower, to Indy?
It's just 5 feet. It's actually like it's still wrapped around her, so it's only it's taut.
So, instead of stabbing the rock thing, I'm gonna reach up and be like, Indy, grab my spear! and pull her down.
Okay, so you can do that. So what'll happen is we'll wait for Indy's turn,
Right.
and then you can do the two of you can do a combined strength check to pull down. So
I mean, when you do it, it's good.
Just
Nissa.
pre-rolling that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are dangling from a whip attached to your friend.
Do you have like a bow or something?
Actually, here's the thing though too, because Indy's actually using two. She's going to need both hands to hold
Oh.
The whip.
the whip.
Okay.
Actually, no, tell a lie. She doesn't because the whip is actually infused to her arm, so it doesn't matter. It's actually part of her body.
Ooh, that's also good.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the whip. When she attuned to it, actually grew into her wrist.
Ugh.
It was like an adventure time.
It's like Adventure Time. It's like the grass sword.
Oh,
Still.
I remember that.
I've got a couple of options, but
Am I using one hand or two on this?
You're not
Or is
using
it
it. You've got
it's
no
wrapped in
hands.
it, okay.
Yeah,
she's wrapped around.
the whip is wrapped around
You could
around your hips.
pull yourself down the whip to Indy.
Yes, you could
Or
if you want to.
up.
Up,
Yeah.
yeah, you could
Up.
climb up. Yes.
You can climb up the whip to the ground.
I mean, you could technically spider climb the whip.
The whip.
I'm going to pull the grappling hook off my belt.
Okay.
Toss it at her.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Say, grab this.
All right. Just make a dex check for your throw to see how good your
I
throw
have to
is.
make a catching check.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how good it is. She might just hook it onto you, so we'll see what happens.
Lodge it in your armor.
Yeah.
In which case, here, hold me!
Plus 3.
Unfortunately, she doesn't really have to worry about that. She's
16.
so
All right, cool. So
much
you see this grappling hook come flying towards you. If you wish, you can use a reaction to grab it.
What am I adding to
Your dex as well.
Oh dear.
9?
Grab it and doesn't hook onto her.
My AC is 21,
Right.
and that would be 9.
9. Okay, so what happens is the grappling hook goes past you, right? You fail to catch it on the way up. You'll have another chance
As
on
it
the
slides back.
way back.
I mean, that or it might hook onto the bottom
It
of
may
my
hook.
shield.
It may hook onto your shield. We'll see what happens.
I'll probably get attacked from behind upwards.
This is fun. Indy, you have a struggling Nissa attached to your whip. What do you wish to do?
Grab hold of this!
Alright, so you can. So now you've got one hand attached to. So you're grabbing the spear.
So it's our combined strength check? To
Yeah, so what was your check?
I rolled a 17.
17 plus 2, right, so 19. Yeah, that's enough regardless. Alright, cool. So, you grab a hold, she grabs a hold and then you pull. Your strength is actually enough to break the roper's grip.
Tentacles.
So now, you are now holding both of them.
In one of the most confusing situations to have ever developed.
Attach the grapple to something.
Okay, so you begin to pull them close, but yeah, you're not quite there yet.
Pull them to the ground.
Okay.
The roof. The ground.
Pull them back up to the ceiling. Zars, you're watching this ridiculous.
I'm just gonna let this happen.
Yeah, this improvised Cirque du Soleil act.
Can I just say with my second action?
Your bonus action, yeah, you can.
Yeah. So with my bonus action, I'm still in the.
You've got you're still dangling. You're dangling from the, Basically what's happening is you're like this. You got one hand out holding the spear. You got the other hand out with the whip attached to it, attached to Nissa, and you're being slowly pulled down by Roosh.
And my grappling was in the process of attempting to catch on something.
Exactly. Yes.
Right, well that's going on. I'm just gonna cast inflict.
Well, hang on. She's doing a bonus action. You can roll your attack though.
I don't think there's much you can do with both hands being used.
Let's see what she comes up with.
Yeah.
She's going to use her quick feet to swim upwards.
Into flap.
Yeah. I'm going to flap my arms.
And technically, if my grappling hook actually catches, then it'd be your armor holding me up and not you.
Mm.
Except that she still has a whip around your waist, which she has to let go of.
It's a very confusing situation.
It's a very confusing situation.
Also, no.
It does mean you have 2 points of contact, though, which is better than 1.
Loki, stop hitting the table. It's going to go on the recording.
I can do the dash, disengage, or hide action.
You can attempt to hide.
I'll do the hide action.
Just closes her eyes. I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm not here. It doesn't count.
You fail. Okay, inflict your wounds. Go.
Oh no, I missed.
Oh, you missed.
I rolled 3.
Okay, cool. Mendel, you're up.
I apologize.
Well, we're gonna keep going. Firebolt again. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's still miss.
Okay. It's now the Roper's turn.
Zars, you sure you want to be up that close?
It's got 50 foot of reach, man.
How back do you think I am?
Alright, the Roper is going to attack the owl.
Oh no.
With a...
No, it gets a 4. I use my other divination dice. It gets a 4.
Well,
Okay.
It's got a disadvantage.
Oh, it's disadvantage. Never mind. I won't bother. Because it's taking the dodge action.
Good call, yes.
I won't bother.
So, it's 9 plus...
Yeah, I think that probably hits it. Oh, let me check its AC.
What is it? Plus 7, so 16.
Yeah, it hits it.
Okay. So now your owl is grappled.
Every
Dead.
time it's grappled.
Yeah.
It will go for Dreadful with the other attack, which is a 15.
Mine's 16.
So it misses you.
It
It will go for Roosh with a 23.
Like I said, it doesn't matter how high your AC is, the DM will hit you.
And it will also go for Indy again, because she looked tasty. With a 16.
My armor is 16.
Okay, so you're grappled. The owl is grappled.
And I'm just hanging.
And it's going to attack the owl with its bite, because fuck that thing. For a 21 to hit.
Still a disadvantage, because it's still taking the dodge action.
It's grappled.
Oh man.
So
yeah, that hits it.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
I'll save it for something more important than a 1 hit point owl.
Nom, 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 nom. Yeah. So you see the tentacle that's you go. You hear. Whoo!
I had that owl for like 10 minutes. Come on.
It's like, oh no! Oh!
Now, it's insubstantial, so you didn't actually get any food out of
No.
Especially considering it's ethereal and just pops once it dies.
Yeah, well, it didn't care. All right, that's it for its turn. So it's just got everyone tangled up. So everyone except Mendel is now attached to this.
And
Zaz is attached to this Cirque du Soleil.
Am I attached?
Al, yeah,
You know what
you're
my escape
attached.
plan is?
No.
Dreadful, you're up.
I was to attempt to hit it
Did you
while
I mean,
tangled.
just
Go for it.
the last 30
Okay.
feet.
Forecast feather fall.
I don't have further fall.
No, I do.
I know you do.
16 plus 5.
21 hits. Roll your damage. No, wrong dice, mate. It's a D12.
This one.
Right, sorry. 4 plus
9 points of damage.
9. Nice.
Isn't
So I
it,
can
isn't
just
it plus
roll
2?
like a 14.
No, no.
Kill it when we're all attached to it.
No, so it's plus 3, and then you're still raging, which makes it plus 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
right, my
another
range
fun
last
thing.
Do you have? Was that your first attack or your second?
He gets his second attack now.
Okay,
Oh no, that was his. No, it was his
That was
first
his
attack.
first. So
Yeah,
roll a
yeah,
d20 again.
so roll me d20. 8
Not
plus
enough.
5.
Not
that's
enough.
Failed.
Not enough.
I need to at least roll a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And I will say it is bloodied at this point.
Excellent.
Roosh.
I would like to no longer be tangled by this thing.
Okay, so attempt to break free.
Athletics or athletics?
Athletics or yeah. If you're using, if it was a strength check, you have disadvantage on it, which is at your athletics. So
It's the same either way, so it's 13.
13.
Regardless of which I choose.
that is not enough, unfortunately.
Okay. Fine. Be that way.
Has someone got a photo of the Cirque du Soleil so far?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
taking a couple.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Actions, bonus action.
I get the impression it's going to get longer soon.
by the time it's finished, you've actually lowered yourselves down to the city.
Very stretchy.
The second roper comes in and grabs the first.
First one is like, ah!
We haven't even been battling for a minute.
What's up?
Can I, like, grab the rock on the ground as my bonus action and just hang on? So it can't lift me off the ground too.
Sure, you can. Yeah, you can attempt to do that. Yeah, try to find purchase. Yeah, absolutely.
Did my crackle hook attach on
I'm going to roll a dice to see because you threw it at
Me.
at Rouge. There wasn't any. Are there any points? Oh, there is. There's a point.
there's
There's
one
actually,
here
you're actually
and one
standing on a point of contact. Cool. So I will roll to see whether it grabs a point of contact. 19. It does. So the grappling hook finds purchase on one of the stalactites. And that's your turn.
I will attempt to begin scaling the rope.
Okay.
Is
Just
this
a-
she grappled?
I'm not.
No.
Well,
Oh,
I,
not
No, she's not anymore. No,
Okay, yeah.
she's grappled technically by Indy, but it doesn't. It's only she's only holding her. She's not restraining
Yeah.
her. All right. So just make a athletics or acrobatics. Up to you.
Well,
Actually, no. It's climbing a rope. It's athletics.
athletics. This is going to be interesting.
And I'll give you advantage because you do have spider climb.
12.
12. Advantage.
With
You
advantage.
get another one.
Yeah, the
12.
12.
All right, you do make progress. So you make it down to where Indy is. So you're actually on the same level as Indy now. So you can change that top level. It's like.
So you can grab onto my spear now as well, which is in the same area, or you can grab onto the roper's arm, which is in the same
Yeah.
area. You
Can I
have a few
attack
extra
now or not?
strings.
You can attack the tent. Oh no, that was your action to climb.
Yeah.
So yeah. Actually, no. You know what? Because you had spider climb, no, you're fine. You can take an action. That's fine.
Alright, well, I will attempt to take a swipe at the tentacle.
Go for it.
This is going to fail again, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, woo! Rope. One hand goes loose like, ah, no, rope. Indy, you're up. What are you doing?
I will attempt to hit it with my
Whip.
Whip.
Okay, you're loosing the whip from Nissa because she's fine, and then you're going to
It's not a plan.
crack
It's
the
an
whip.
attack. I have an attack.
Go for it.
10 plus my hit
Not enough. No, unless your hit is +10.
So I have use an object as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Am I able to use my helmet to talk to it? I don't really know.
You can comprehend what it would be saying. You can't speak what it would be saying.
Stop fucking hitting me! Let me eat you!
And as for languages that it speaks, it does not appear to speak. So you put you reach down, you put your helmet on, you fasten the strap, and all you hear is. Zaz, you're up.
I'm going to take a few steps back.
Okay.
1, 2,
Opportunity. No.
4,
So,
5. I'm still in its threat.
yeah, I know. I'm being silly.
And I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Oh.
One of them hits.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 1, an 11, and a 19.
Very good.
So it does 2d6 damage. 3 points of fire.
3 points of fire damage.
Could have been so good.
It could have been so good.
Could have been amazing, and it wasn't. Ugh.
You were amazing. Mendel. Gun or the bolt?
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
That's a 19.
Not enough.
You're rolling good damage too.
Yeah, you're rolling high, just not high enough. All right, the roper.
Yet.
Yeah, the roper still has indie, so it will attempt to. Actually, no, because it doesn't want to have to do a reel. He just wants to bite. But everyone, you're still grappled, aren't you? All right, so it will attempt to bite you.
I think.
Yeah. Dreadful, you, and actually, I'm going to roll a dice to see which one it attacks.
I'm holding onto the ground.
Yes.
Also.
Yes. So it's going to. So. Yeah, no, it still attacks you.
Yeah.
So. Rolls for a bite. Ooh, that's. Yep, a 19 plus 7, so lots. Doing 8. 24. Bite damage. It just. It pulls you forward and takes a bite. It leans forward and bites you. And that is all it can do. Dreadful, you're up. Get back here.
Did she take any damage?
Yeah, she took 20 points. 24 points, sorry.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Where's Dreadful?
Oh, dreadful. He's trying to make some cups here. I'll bring him in.
Yeah, Dreadful, get in here.
I'll make you.
Start raging. Start hitting things.
Yeah, hit things.
It's your turn to hit things.
Yeah,
Come on.
hit things.
Hit things.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to roll.
First attack.
20.
Oh! Alright, so he does
Roll.
12 plus
This dice.
plus the dice. No, so roll the dice again.
So 12 plus 2.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
So it's 14, 19 points of damage.
19 plus...
No, it'll be 19.
Oh, 19
It's
total.
2
Alright, cool,
plus
cool.
12 plus 5.
Awesome.
Right,
And you get
make a
another
second
attack?
Okay, let's see what my next roll is.
Kill it before it can bite me again.
12.
Not enough.
Oh, sorry.
It's looking very hurt. Roosh!
I feel like if I could just hit it like once or
I'm
twice.
being petted.
Yeah, it's the roper. It's a very weird roper.
Oh, also I need... Oh no, I don't. That's fine. He hasn't taken any
He
damage
doesn't
yet.
take any damage yet.
Yeah, he hasn't gone berserk yet. He's just raging. Yeah, that's going to be entertaining if that happens.
It's going to be entertaining to watch, that's for sure.
From all the way over here.
Yep.
I'll probably scream at it in some like obnoxious. Probably. Open up my damn thing.
What does it say in the berserk? Oh. I get +2 meal with a rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're doing extra damage.
Because normally you do +3, and with rage you do +5.
My shrine is 2.
Yeah, because +2 normally plus is the weapon's a +1 weapon as well.
I'll get another dexterity saving throw as I scream some nonsense at it.
It rolls an 8 total.
Sounds like a fail to me.
Mm-hmm.
1 point of radiant
I gotta love. I love seeing the damage scorecard of this.
Yeah. Nissa, you're right.
Alright.
Tink, tink, chunk.
I will continue climbing.
Yep.
It's the exact same as what.
17.
17. Yep. So you're now back down to you're back down to the ground now. So
Am
you
I next to Roosh?
you are you are not next
And
to
then
Roosh.
How far was that climb?
That was another 5 feet down. So because you're climbing, it's 10.
So I can walk over to Roosh.
So it's 10.
Because I got 25 feet.
Yeah, you can go there. That's as far as you can get. You only get 1 square because it's difficult terrain. Oh no, you don't count as difficult
No,
terrain. You're
doesn't-
fine. Then you're good. Regardless, you're still
Okay, I reach over, hand on shoulder, cure wounds.
fine. Roll your healing.
We have so much healing in this battle.
Is
Yeah, because
I
everyone
wasn't gonna-
dies.
I wasn't gonna pass that up. And you get
Plus 3,
6.
6. Is it plus 2? Isn't it plus 3?
It's plus 2.
Oh, right. So your spell attack is plus 4. Sorry.
Yeah, so you get
6 is points.
6 points back here.
Cool.
Which is probably not enough, but it's something.
Well, I use a 2nd level healing word on myself, so it takes me to half my hit points.
Indy, you're up. You are still. You're currently grappled and dangling.
Oh.
So.
Can't take
I'll
another
just
fight
go
like that
again.
again.
Another.
Yeah. Oh, destroying
Everyone dies.
destroying the battle.
What's that now? I rolled a 16 in there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's rolled flat. Plus what?
I think it was plus 2, wasn't it? Well, 12.
Go into your actions.
Plus 5.
So 20, you hit. Roll your damage.
1d4 plus 3.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
You've
Just
been-
roll better.
You've been rolling 8s on your D10.
I know. And I'm rolling
5.
12,
5
13
points
on
damage.
Is
Cool.
this with the whip?
With the whip, yeah. Are you going to do a...
Drop me!
Make it drop me?
You can make it, yeah, you can make a dropper.
Because she's still holding onto the spear. Yeah?
Yeah, so she's still holding on to
Alright,
my
so
spear.
using your...
It's eating me!
Alright. It passed. It rolled a 16. So you try to whip her out of the hand, but it's holding on too tight. So Zaz, you're up.
Because I'm sick of rolling dice. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Aww. 13.
You failed. No, 13. Never mind. Passes. Never mind.
This creature, interestingly enough, has a +3 to wisdom.
What?
Nonsense.
It has -2 on intelligence, but it's +3 to wisdom.
Very
There's
wise.
nothing really that we have that can make it make an intelligence saving
Yeah,
throw.
no,
It's-
no.
It's dexterity, constitution, or
Or
wisdom.
wisdom.
Yeah, well, it has negative charisma, negative dexterity, but it has pluses and everything else.
That's
Actually,
why
wait, no. I can make it fail. I can make it roll a 4.
Yeah, make it roll a 4.
There you go.
Make it roll a 4.
Okay, it rolled a 4. There you go. It rolled a 7.
It takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage. All right. Yes, looking very, very hurt. Mendel.
That's what-
Could this be? Could this be the?
Could this be
cue-
the killing? Which means it deals 19 points of damage.
Yeah, that is. How do you wish to incinerate this?
The last fucking hit. So,
At this point, it had 5 hit points left, and you just.
let's just. I'll just line it up just that little bit more. Actually, support the gun this time. Shoot the fireball, catch it in the eye.
Yeah, you see the fireball hit it straight in the eye, and then it just goes. You see the back of the roper's head just go, and then the tentacles just go and fling straight up.
He's trying to be real cool about doing side shots where he's like, oh,
No.
fuck it.
Falling onto the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, every other shot you're like, we try to do it upside down or get these awesome shots. And
Yeah,
like,
it is like fuck this shit. So you have successfully defeated the Roper.
Huzzah!
Kill secured.
Am I still raging?
You are still raging, but you're not berserk, so you don't attack them.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just still angry.
Yes, you're still very angry.
Very
You can keep chopping it. It's dead now, but you can keep
You
chopping
can keep chopping it if you want.
I immediately look
I wish
around
to
to see if I can
attack
see
him
anything
again.
else more like this.
Alright, make a perception check.
Oh, that's
I
going
was
on.
going
Walk
to
over.
attack.
Cool.
And I don't know, kill.
You added another place?
Perception, I think.
3 points. You get back.
I like to go.
Alright, 13.
Just like
13. You do
Very
not notice.
slightly
Yeah,
tap.
like you still notice
Time.
the stalactites,
Yeah.
but there aren't any.
At the moment.
There's nothing that
What can I
large.
say?
Nothing that large.
They're all a lot smaller.
Alright.
Mini ropers.
Yes. Is it?
Run into the fan!
Run away!
Fiends.
So that's what
No,
That's like round
it is
4,
a
wasn't it?
monstrosity.
Round 4 or
It's
5.
like 20 seconds or something.
They're like 20 seconds
Yeah.
passed.
Okay, how
And I just
long,
see
sorry?
Like 20 seconds have passed.
Yeah, and I see this is like they're just being like fireballs going.
Yeah, here. There's the damage chart if you want to check it out.
Oh god.
Are you actually
Yeah, there's like so many misses,
So
no chip
tedious.
damage, and then a couple of big
It's
blasts.
just so tedious. Like,
So if you speed that up for just compress into 20 seconds, that is like really, really chaotic.
Yeah. It's like,
Watching this nonsense
yeah,
go on
basically, it's like tentacles going everywhere. You're like, oh no! Give me down! Step.
He's throwing fireballs past my shoulders. I'm trying to
Fireballs going forward. Fireballs going forward. Your grappling hook goes down. You're like, oh, catch this! Spear going up. Grab this!
20 seconds.
Yes, everyone,
Thereabouts.
that was a very chaotic and panicked 20 seconds, but you successfully came out of it without being killed. Well
Alright.
done.
I'm
I
just saying that
suggest-
in for 20 seconds we all have impeccable reflexes.
That's why we're still alive.
Yeah, and that's why you are adventurers. and this is also why most of the wanderers don't come back.
Because their reflexes aren't as good
Not
as
as good.
ours.
They're not
Can I
commoners.
roll to hit it?
No, just a very...
You just automatically hit it now. It's dead. You can chop it to pieces. You see Dreadful going crazy with the sword, just hacking it to pieces.
I think it's about time we moved on quickly here.
I think you should probably just let him go because he might just turn around and start chopping us.
No, I'm letting him... I'm saying we go.
Yeah,
He
we
can
go,
do
let's
whatever
go.
he wants.
Let's go. I'm already like over here anyway, so
Let's
going.
leg
Alright.
it
Follow me
towards...
there.
So you all mosey
Like,
on.
chopping my
Does
sword.
the roper fall from the roof?
It doesn't. No, it still stays attached.
Because it's got like... I'm assuming it's like...
It has a spider climb, same
Spider
thing.
climb.
It's like a snail.
But it's no longer concentrated.
No, but
No, it
it's
doesn't
also
need
got,
to. It's
like,
a
it's
sticky.
like hover.
Or
It's
like-
some things just hover.
Or like rigor mortis is set in and it's now clinging
Yeah,
to the...
its body is still attached to the surface.
So
So
like, that's a pretty big thing to fall on Smallville.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, alternatively cut the tentacles off and let them rain on Smallville. Very confused.
it's like, what's going on up there?
It's raining.
Tentacles.
Like, holy crap! It's hentai up there.
No. No. No.
None of that, in fact.
You can have the Roper card to examine what you were trying so desperately to kill. So,
Very energetic 20 seconds.
yes, a very
I
energetic.
seem to recall ropers being much easier in our last campaign.
Well, yeah, because you were level 17 when you killed
10
them.
levels higher.
We're like, 15 levels. We were pushing level 20 at that point.
Yeah. No. You're only.
But like we were far closer to level 20 than
Yeah,
we are.
you were level 16 at that stage.
Yeah.
So you were like 12 levels higher. Yeah, they were a lot easier then because you had shit to deal with them. That's why I wanted to bring it into this level to make it more interesting. So okay.
Keep our lookout for those things.
Okay. You do not notice any of those things, and eventually you make your way quite handily towards the tower. As you approach, it's kind of strange because you notice a series of beacons set up around it, sort of like weird Arco tech devices. You, Zaz and
yes.
Mendel would take curiosity to them. They kind of look like a Tesla coil, and these things are set up in equal spacings around, and as you walk past one of them, you no longer feel the blood rushing to your head. Everything returns back to normal.
And everyone's hair just goes.
Yeah, all the hair drops back down too.
Might I suggest a short rest? I think some of you are quite hurt.
No, just me.
This is actually what works.
I need to recover spell slots.
Because of how multi-attack actually works.
Yeah, I was doing
I
it.
was-
Yeah.
Can I investigate the place?
We'd probably be dead if he.
Oh yeah, we would have been dead.
It makes 4 attacks with its tendrils, uses reel, and makes 1 attack with its bite. But I was saying the way I was running it was that it can either use its tendrils to grope, reel, or bite.
Yeah, if you don't.
But I did. The thing is, I did that intentionally. So. What?
Yeah, we all heard it.
Yeah, it's on the recording too.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Grope.
Oh, did I? Well, I suppose it's a groper. Yeah, it is that. Grapple.
You went for
Can I
all the
investigate-
girls in the party. Just saying.
It wasn't. Yeah, again, that wasn't intentional either.
Can I investigate this place? Can I investigate this
I for one
Um,
suggest a short rest. I need to recover some
I am
spell
going
slots.
to
Investigate.
investigate these
I'm gonna write a
tests
poem
that
about our
follow.
Okay.
predicament.
Can
And
I
make-
investigate?
Notes.
Very good.
Can I investigate?
Can I suggest we short rest inside the tower just in case they.
Just in case there are any more ropers.
Or the towers
I should
malfunction.
investigate.
Or gropers.
The worst variety of ropers.
Are there any? Is there any evidence of the keeper of the lighthouse or the other parties that have been sent up here?
From this distance, you cannot tell. The lighthouse is still a ways away. That's
I want
That's
to
what I'm looking
investigate.
for.
a roll investigation.
A 1.
It's metal and shiny and sparks.
And when you bite on it, you get zapped.
Hmm.
That's all I know.
Um,
Sorry?
What's that creature?
A roper.
Roper.
Yes.
yes, I would like to.
Henceforth, it will be known as a groper.
Okay. Oh, fuck this.
So,
I'd like to understand it. Or see if I can understand how this functions.
okay, so you spend part of your short rest doing investigation. So run an investigation.
Yeah,
15.
I agree.
50. From what you can tell just from a cursory glance, this appears to be a device that
Like,
uh,
still always happen in towers.
it is a
Sit down on the
mechanical magical casting device. So it has a set components, and then you see that there's clockwork in it, and then after a particular point goes, it flashes and it emits the spell, and all of these are sort of set up.
Okay.
So they're like a chain of coordinated reverse gravity.
I make notes on how it's constructed.
No worries.
So how does a short rest work on spell slots?
And you may not get them back depending on your.
Unless you're a wizard or a warlock, you don't get them
Yeah.
Oh,
back.
I've still got 2 points.
So if we are taking action.
I think we were going to take a short rest when we got to the tower.
Cool.
Okay. So, continuing your movements, you make it towards the tower. Now, looking up at the lighthouse, just for the sake of descriptive purposes, it looks exactly like a lighthouse would look. However, looking up, it's very disorienting because when you're looking up, you're actually seeing the city
Yeah. 'cause
above
it's-
you.
Yeah, below.
You- Yeah. And looking to the top of the lighthouse, you see those of you with the higher the passive perception of 14, unless someone else wants to make a specific perception check.
Investigate. Can I investigate?
No?
I get over 14.
Okay,
Can I
So-
investigate?
you can look. If
I
you
got a natural 20.
Ooh, there you go.
A 5.
5. No, you don't notice anything.
A 5.
You're seeing it anyway.
Yeah.
Plus a 2.
So you are noticing there appears to be a strange mist surrounding the top of the lighthouse tower. Not quite sure what it is. You, with your natural 20, Mendel, you
No,
notice. Oh, sorry. Roosh. My apologies. Sorry. You notice at the bottom of the tower, you notice a figure running into the building. And then a few minutes later, you see a flash, and you see a man run into the building. And then a few moments later, you see a flash, and the man run into the building.
Yes.
We have a time kerfuffle.
Oh, my favourite kind of thing.
I feel like I'm going
Look,
to die.
Look,
What am I looking?
And
Oh.
I'm also
Oh, that is
angry.
most.
he's there. He
Yes.
runs in.
And then he reappears and runs again. A time loop.
Do you think the round robot thing exploded up here too?
It's unlikely unless there was a second one. But it might have had far-reaching consequences. Shall we get closer?
You know you creep me out when you do that.
I love time!
Why is he being creepy?
Time.
There's
You
another.
say that like it's an explanation for
It
Well,
is.
I'm afraid, Zars, I don't think we have all the time in the world for this one.
Well, I mean,
Stop it.
Yeah, let's not with the puns. It's getting old.
What? I'm assuming you don't have the time for it?
we're on the clock!
Look, I don't think we're gonna get our sit down and snack break on the doorstep if that man is gonna run over the top of us over and 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 over again. So maybe we need to pick a different destination for snack break.
I think tequila is fine.
I agree. We should have a perfectly fine time sitting right here.
I agree, but I'm angry.
We can while away the hour.
So you spend, like I said, you have your short rests, and
Pun.
throughout this, and just observing this man, he just keeps on appearing and running in, and running in,
He
and
must
running
be
in.
so tired.
I somehow
Can I
don't think he
investigate?
is.
You're assuming he's aware of the fact that he keeps running in the same spot over and over.
Yes.
Maybe this time he... Nope.
Maybe there's multiple people.
It's just an infinite chain of people running into the building.
Maybe
It's an invasion force of clones.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right, taking my short rest. I'm right to go. I was right to go before, but now I have more spells.
All right.
I'm going to use a hit dice.
An excellent decision.
I'm going to do it for the sake of doing it, because I don't think there's any reason to not do it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't have to spend any hit dice or anything.
I'm having a short rest, but I don't think I actually need one.
It was a very energy inefficient 20 seconds before. You burned a lot of energy.
I think we just all had panic attacks.
There was a lot of flailing.
Three d8s in here. Do you think I can find one? And I've been rolling one constantly throughout that whole entire.
Yeah, through that entire encounter. Don't use that one.
3. So that's 5. That'll do.
Let me know when you're good to go.
I'm good whenever.
Dreadful wishes to go to sleep.
All right. Dreadful curls up and goes to sleep outside.
Outside the building?
Well, you're still camping. You're away. You're watching the lighthouse at this stage.
Does that count as a long rest?
No, you're only having an hour. So, but if you want to stay there, you can have a long rest if you like.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because long rest means I'll miss the day.
Yeah.
And I think I forgot to do a long rest. And we had a long rest.
good to go.
Okay. So you make your way up to the building, and again, you're seeing this man running in. He appears to be a gnome, relatively like not young, not old, like mid age looking, sort of roughly what. Actually, no, tell a lie. He isn't old. No, he's not. Fuck it. Sorry, forget what I said. No, he's a young looking man, probably the equivalent of mid-20s, dressed in a set of overalls which have small singe marks on them. And as he's running in, he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then as you get closer, you can actually hear on the other side of the room a small explosion. You go,
Before...
and then you hear that he goes, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Before we get too close,
Yeah.
I would like to, towards the side of the lighthouse, just not targeting window or anything, just the wall.
Yeah.
I just want to cast a firebolt
Okay.
at that direction.
Okay, you've cast a firebolt, so there's now a firebolt. There's no scorch mark on the side of the door.
So it doesn't get stuck in our time limit or anything. It's
No.
Just...
Okay. So just X is normal.
Does he notice us as he's screaming?
No, he appears to be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
And even though we call out to him, excuse me, but stop.
And he's you notice that when you do call out, he does like look at you and he goes, hang on, shit, and then he runs in and.
Is there windows in the bottom of the lighthouse?
Yes, the bottom of the lighthouse is actually square. There's the main door.
I've drawn it round.
Sorry, the bottom floor is circular.
Nice too.
All the other floors are circular, but the ground floor is a square building. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Now it's
just extended out. It's wider than what the top of them are.
there you go.
There are, if you walk around the outside of the building, there are two small windows to the side. There is no rear window, but then there are two small windows beside the.
Well, there's some windows around here. Do we want
Let's say we
to
investigate and see whether or not we can work out what's exploding.
before we head in there? Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
I'm gonna try and catch him.
Okay.
On his next run through and stop him.
Okay. So he attempts to run. He flashes in and just make a dex check to try and grab him. Well, a grapple check, like make an attack. Yeah. 3. So you grab a hold of him. He goes, "Where do you come from? Stay back! Stay back! It's going to." Boof! He runs in and it blows up, and he disappears. He goes, "Where did you come from? Hold on, I've got it." And he just starts.
So basically,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try and get
So we'll just say after a few attempts
this
you.
will help as well.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll see, if you're gonna keep trying it,
Yeah.
you do eventually grab him. And he goes, "What are you doing? I have to stop it!" And then he fades away.
Well, that didn't work. I was trying to... Why can't I
Well,
want
that's
to
not
do
helpful.
investigate him.
Does he reappear?
And then he reappears. And he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!"
Maybe we should do the window thing and see what else.
Can we
is
see
happening.
anything
Well,
in the windows?
I'm assuming that they've been looking through the windows while we've been trying to grab this sucker.
Okay. When you look in through the window, I will describe what you see. Hang on a second. The ground floor is. Hang on. No, I got a.
A map?
No, I don't. It's just a square. It's not. It's a square with a central staircase. Where is it here? Okay. The interior is dark except for torch sconces and lanterns that are hung around the room. So it is dimly lit on the inside. The large central staircase spirals up. The one thing that you see immediately that catches your attention is there appear to be a collection of modrons wandering around on the inside, working various pieces of equipment. when you see him run inside, he goes up to a wall and attempts to put his hand on the wall. When he does, there is a flash and he basically fades away from that point. The Modrons on the inside do not appear to be affected by this, and they are just working away.
Are they the single purpose?
Yes, they also have the monodrones.
Yeah.
But they also have because you've seen them before. The monodrones have realistic looking wings. The wings on these ones are clockwork. They are not. They don't look. They don't look like a normal Modron should. Monodrone would.
Can I, from here, because obviously he's running up to that wall, grabbing it all over.
Yeah.
Can I see what he's trying to do and try and work it out?
Not from this
Not from
angle.
this
Like
distance.
he runs past the stairs to the back wall, and looking inside and standing from the outside, you notice that the back wall isn't where the back wall should be.
Right.
Um,
I suppose we have no choice but to go inside.
Looks that way.
yeah.
Let's go inside.
Okay, all right. So as you go inside, you go, "No, don't go in! I've got to!" And then he's running past you, and then fades away. And then as you're walking in, like every time he comes through the loop, he changes and reacts to you, but nothing can seem to get him out of
the loop.
Out of this loop.
Can we go really? Can we go really, really slowly so he can finish his sentence?
Could I use my... I can't pronounce the word, but you know what the piece of equipment is that I have?
Oh.
The chronolometer?
Oh,
whatever it is?
the chronometer.
Yes.
I think it's. Yeah, give me the thing of it. I'll pronounce it. I can't remember how to pronounce it now. The chronolometer.
That can,
Yeah.
can I use that to slow time around him?
You can.
To give him more time, like, so he's still effectively, so we can chat, like, talk to him and work out what's going on.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I cast Fireball.
Make an attack.
But can I use it to, like, slow time around him so we can have a conversation?
You can certainly attempt to. So how does it work?
Because I can steal time. So I've got Time Bandit, which
Yep.
lets me do other stuff. Or I can go forward in time to warn myself, which is
Right.
Time Bandit. I can also Fate Swap as a reaction when the creature you see within 30 feet takes damage. That creature gains an additional action. So I can't really slow time with this.
No. You can give him a couple more seconds to say something, but he seems very set in his task. And even if you stop him, he's going to
Fade away.
fade as you've discovered. Yeah.
I mean, I could bond with him, but he'd probably just fade.
It'll fade.
Yeah, you notice that when Roosh grabbed him, he just faded away.
Right, we'll go inside then and see what's inside.
Right, so you're
Right,
inside.
middle.
Yeah, so you wander inside the building and seeing what you see that all of the monodrones are working on various levers and looking at things, and basically you can see there are pieces of glass with images on them that show basically different times of day and weather patterns and things like that. And each of them is sort of sitting there and like they're operating the controls, but nothing appears to be happening. They just seem to be sort of stuck in a loop, working them,
doing their one thing.
doing their one thing, trying to get this thing to work, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. And you see him run towards the thing, and he reaches for the wall, and then back again.
What on the wall is he reaching for?
You can't see anything specific on the wall. It just appears to be the wall. Like his hand is going towards a specific point on the wall, but he isn't able to.
If I look at other walls in the room, is there something roughly where he's trying to go, but on a different wall?
No. He's like laser focused on getting to this wall, and every time he gets to the wall, he fades away.
So yeah,
Where's
so
the
on none of the other walls there was something in
explosion
that
coming
spot.
Correct. Yeah.
Flash of light.
No, you said there was an explosion when he gets inside.
Like
Flash of light.
yeah, there's a flash of light as he disappears. Yeah. It's almost as though as he reaches that point, like as his hand goes past a particular point, he fades away, and then once he gets past like up to his elbow, he flashes and disappears, and then reappears outside.
I take a copper piece and I throw it at the wall.
Yeah, he hits the wall and goes ding ding ding, and you see this guy running and goes, "What are you doing in here? You've got to get out of here! It's going to."
Well, obviously, whatever has happened's already happened.
Or is repeating itself in his specific loop.
What's going to happen if the thing blows up?
And he goes, "I don't know. It's never happened before."
You're on a time loop. How do we stop it?
You come through, and he goes, "What do you mean a time loop? I don't understand."
Well,
I touched the wall.
All right. If you touch the wall where he is reaching, you see that there is a loose panel.
Right.
One of the bricks actually like pushes in and slides across, and you see behind it there are two. Sorry, there is a single red gem on the inside of the wall.
I vote we don't touch it.
Very tempted. Can
Are there any instruction manuals? We should find an instruction.
Laying around, is there a manual like this thick with all the instructions? If this happens,
or perhaps if this is magical in nature, we might be able to ascertain its properties.
oh yeah, duh.
Detect
I
magic.
sit down for 10 minutes and cast Identify on the gem.
Okay. The gem is not magical.
Oh.
It is a ruby worth 10 gold.
Is it cracked or damaged in any way?
Nope.
You said you were casting Detect Magic?
You detect strong magic coming from the other side of the wall, as well as magic from above and magic from the creatures.
Well, there's something magic on the other side of the wall.
Is there any other doors or anything in this area?
No, there is just the stairs.
Because you
and there's something magical upstairs
you
too.
said earlier that
That'd be the
the
light,
wall, the back
probably.
wall's sort of not where we
Probably.
thought it should
Correct.
be.
From where you're standing and looking in through the window, the wall is closer to.
Yeah.
The interior wall is closer to than where it should be to the back door.
So we
I'd
we
like
think
to
it's
investigate the wall, see if there's any way to get
Press
past
the
it.
button.
well, I mean,
Um,
what's the worst that could happen? We could just be stuck here as well.
that doesn't bother you in the slightest?
I'm gonna stand over there.
At least we wouldn't be dead.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna go
can
stand
get
behind her
himself
and her
out
big
of
shield.
time loopy things, probably, so I'm gonna stand over there.
Time magic. Press the button once everyone is safe.
You push the button, and the wall slides away, leading to a staircase that heads down.
That was far more anticlimactic than I was expecting. But onwards and
Like, using magic
downwards.
from downstairs.
You are still detecting magic from downstairs.
The gnome is like now running towards the open.
Yes, he's now running towards the. And he says, "Get out of the way! I've got to make it." Yeah. So now he sees the door is open. He's like, "Get out of the way!"
What do you have to do down the stairs?
He's like, "I've got to turn it off."
Oh, guess there's only one way to find out.
We'll go
Let's
turn it
go.
off then! You'll never make it!
Yes, I think we should. Well, I'm going downstairs regardless of what the rest of the
I will
party
follow.
does.
Yes, I think we're all following. India,
I
you
put
following?
them on your
Right.
shoulder and
You're way too big to jump on my shoulder.
Alright. Dust in the hallway is thick, distributed only by. Disturbed only by a tiny vermin that has settled into a pile of trash just beyond the secret door. At the end of the hall, a chamber opens up, within which, when I say hall, I mean you go down the stairs and then there's a hallway.
Yeah.
Extending back. Sorry. End of the hall, the chamber opens up, within which is leather tarps covered 12 spherical objects placed along the wall. In the center of the room is another tarp covers a large cylindrical object. Dusty webs cover everything. A metal door stands closed in the center of the adjacent wall.
Which way is the magic coming from?
It's now all around.
Well,
You're getting it from under the tarps as well as the spherical object in the large thing in the center of the room.
It's
all magic.
We've got to turn it off, so we need to find a button, or a key, or a lever,
Well,
or something, and turn it off.
And
Start
what
carefully
exactly are we
pulling the
turning
tops
off?
off
Yeah,
everything.
I'd like to know what
Sorry?
we're disabling
Start
before we
carefully pulling the
disable
tops
it.
off everything.
Okay, what are you pulling it off first?
There's a cylindrical thing in the center.
In the center?
Mhm.
Alright. The cylindrical object in the room center looks like two barrels placed atop one another with sharp circular blades jutting out in various directions.
I suggest we don't touch that one.
I'll go to the ones around the room.
Okay.
And start pulling them off too.
As you pull them off, you notice that these are deactivated monodrones, same as the ones upstairs, but these ones are off. So they're standing there. They've got their eye slits closed. Some of them have like the mechanical wings. Some of them actually don't have wings at all. Yes, and there are how did I say 12?
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 on either side.
Yeah.
Right, well, you're the time guy. What's going on here?
Having the foggiest. I'm going to try and work out what's going on here. Someone like to help me? Maybe Mandel or Rouge?
I can certainly help you with that.
Just an arcana check to see if I can work out generally what's going on.
Actually, as you... Sorry.
No, that's right.
So as you pull the first tarp off the thing, you look at it, and then slowly, the first as you start pulling them off all the other ones, right? Once you get to the sixth one on the other side, the one you first pulled it off, it opens up its eyes, and again the eye does not look natural; it looks mechanical in nature. When you've seen these creatures before, they actually have natural looking, like large
Flesh
humanoid eyes. These have mechanical eyes, and it's
Wait.
and it looks at Nissa and looks around the room and it shouts, "Intruders! Intruders!"
Cover the tarps!
And then they all start, and then all of them start chanting, "Intruders! Initiative, please."
Well, that's...
Clean this off, and I'll.
left that impulsiveness behind.
So, can someone clean off the map for me, please? Just wipe the thing down, and I'll get the.
Oh. Well, I need some as well.
Unfortunately, I only have 2 monodrones.
I got 13.
21.
Oh, and I have TikTok as well, which is cool.
I used to have TikTok.
So is it only the ones that...
No, as soon as the first one activated, they all activated in sequence.
How many are there?
12.
I rolled a 13.
Now, give me a second here. Alright, where's my... That's enough.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I got 18.
You need, like...
The fast old man.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I got... I'll use the blanks.
I would do that.
Ooh!
I like that number. I like that number a lot. Means I can probably go back upstairs.
I suppose I'll be... Can someone put me at the,
Well, we're
in
on the
front of one
door,
first?
I think. But yes, you are actually in front of one.
Yeah,
There
so
you are.
put it in front of this one. Yeah, that'll do.
Trying to have the doorway.
what about the cylinder thing in the middle?
Yeah, give me a
I was
second.
about to ask, do you know that person? But you won't know that person. That's my son or cousin. I've only met them once. Oh. I don't really know what to be afraid of best.
Just at least use an empty one.
There we go, yeah. So the large cylindrical thing in the center. There we go. So.
I just trying to set them up.
Okay, now that you put it like that, I think the large cylindrical thing in the center is a problem.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Okay. Let me describe it again for you. Where am I?
It certainly doesn't have any sort of spinning blades that...
Yeah.
sort
Okay.
of
Cylindrical object in the room center looks like 2 barrels placed atop one another with sharp circular blades jutting out in various directions. All right. Okay. So let me just get my initiative sheet set up here. All right. 20.
21.
Okay, 21.
I got.
Oh,
No,
so he's
I
got the
got
higher
a-
initiative.
I
bit.
got a 22.
5.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I got 13.
Let me start again. 25. 24. 23. 22.
Yes.
All right. So
What's this for?
Initiative. Have you rolled initiative yet?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's got
roll
the-
13.
21.
Mm-hmm.
So who's got the higher base initiative?
I've got 5.
So your +2 initiative. Okay, cool. So it goes. Nissa Mendel. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. Dreadful.
Yep. What did you roll?
9.
12. 11. 11. Okay. Uh, 10, 9,
I think that's everyone.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Okay.
And whatever the motions, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Give me a second here. Just gotta look up one thing. Alright. And they, I believe... yeah, I'll just roll for them. Alright, cool. So I go here. Alright. Indy, you're up first. So they're all shouting, intro it up, intro it up, intro it up, intro it up.
There seems to be a lot there.
Yeah.
such a good plan.
Don't believe him, it's a trap.
I'm going to tell them that I am not an intruder.
Okay. You say, I'm not an intruder, and they keep going, intro it up, intro it up, intro it up, intro it up. Is that it?
I don't know. They're not attacking us yet, are they?
Not yet, they're not, no. They're just shouting intruder.
And
Nissa.
no, I'm going to
Oh.
hide.
Is it where you're going to attempt to hide?
I don't know.
The best option is to behind someone.
Behind someone.
Okay.
You could run back up the corridor.
You could go up the corridor, yeah.
I was
You
gonna
could
ask
hide
you,
behind the
is
great big cylindrical
the
object
corridor
with blades
blocked
spinning
by
out of
everyone,
it.
or is it free to go through?
I'm just
It's free to go through.
I'm going to go back up the
Okay,
corridor.
so move yourself. You got it's a 25 feet. All right. Nissa.
That one I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So as you step away, it attempts to grab you. So it will make a. So it has a javelin in its hand, and it will attempt to stab you with it. It rolls a grand total of 7, so you see it go and misses you.
I think they're hostile.
Yeah, they're still chanting, intro it up, intro it up, intro it up, intro it up, and it's kind of disconcerting because they're all chanting it in unison. Mendel.
I don't like the self-serves when they get in tune.
It always weeds me out.
I feel like making like a Facebook post with the shining ones and the
Is that 5 or 10 feet wide?
10 feet wide. Sorry.
Okay. So, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold a pistol shot for anything that comes into
Very good.
view that is attacking us.
Zaz.
I'm going to use my stick at the start of my turn, and it is giving me an extra action. I
Very
believe
good.
is what it is. 1 to 3.
Oh, I
yes,
get
I get an additional
extra 10
action
feet
and double
in my,
speed.
initial
Actually,
because of my
You're a Gloomstalker?
yes.
Ah, cool.
actually, it's not much point me doing that. So it's still the same turn. I can only cast one spell a turn, which is annoying. Like, so just take a dodge action in case. Alright, I will use my extra action to take a dodge action, and then I'm going to cast Sleep
You got 45 hit points. in your-
there.
Okay.
Actually, I'll cast back here because I can only 20 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Kind of hope they can be put to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just going to check that out. Go for it.
They are machines.
They are machines, but they're also not they're not in the traditional sense, because generally speaking they have organic bits.
But these ones don't.
Mm.
And we have seen that because the eye was mechanical, not fleshy.
22, 28, 31 hit points total for sleep.
Let me have a look
He's
here.
from season 6.
I don't remember.
He's from season 6. You start playing season 7.
Undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this. Okay.
Using the battle pass.
Cool. So where were you centering?
Just here, so it'll get all 5, 6 of them effectively, but basically nothing else.
And how many hit points was it?
31.
31. You see them all go intruder.
Okay.
So all 6 of those deactivate.
And then I'll use my extra action that I've got because I have that. I can still cast a cantrip, can't I?
If it's a bonus action, yeah. But if you've got 2 actions, then
Because I've got 2 actions.
Yeah.
I can't cast another spell, but
Yeah.
I will firebolt one of the awake ones. Just the closest one there. 16
16 will definitely hit.
does 5 points of damage.
Okay. So you hit one with a firebolt. Just take one and blow it up. So you hit it. Basically, when you hit it, it shatters, right? And all the pieces disintegrate, hit the ground, but they don't disintegrate as you have seen Modrons do before. Okay.
And I'll back up a bit.
Zaz.
That was us.
Oh fuck. Dreadful. No, it's the Modron's turn. Modron's turn. Alright, so they're all going to move forward. They have a speed of 30 feet, so they're just going to start.
Way out in front.
Yeah.
Yes, they're all going to flock around Dreadful and attempt to intro it up. So they're all going to start attacking Dreadful.
So you know how he goes berserk, right?
Alright, so
Look, I'm closest to him.
Just leave him to his own devices in this room.
20 to hit.
Everyone just keep backing up the hallway.
Yeah, 21.
My armor class is 16.
Okay, so that hits you. So this one does.
Oh no.
Oh, he's had a chance to rage it either.
No. So it does 6 points of damage.
So you take 6 points of damage.
So,
That's not a miss. How many is there? 5.
5 there. I suppose they can actually,
So
if I
am I
move that
now-
out of the way,
so am
they
I
can
now
flock
in
around to
berserk?
here.
Yeah.
I'm now on berserk.
No.
Not yet.
Well, make a wisdom save.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Wisdom save. What's my wisdom?
It's a miss.
My wisdom is...
Plus 0. So
Last one. No. So it only one of them hit him.
I rolled an 11 on wisdom.
You got to check the weapon. I think the save is 13, if I'm correct.
Oh no.
Everyone out.
Wait, no, I've got this. Sleep.
Something is
DC 15. Yeah, so you fail it. So you see this monodrone stab Dreadful, and you see him just go, ah! And just start going nuts.
So, but do I have an...
And Dreadful, it is now your turn. So start.
Who's the closest to me?
All right.
All
Yeah.
of those things.
Well, all of them plus Zaz. They're all within range. So what is it? There's 7. No, there's 6. Roll a d6.
D6.
On a 1, you're attacking Zaz. On any other number, you're attacking one of them.
So this one's going to be for Zaz?
Just
Yeah.
no, just
Just roll a die. Roll a
D6.
d6. See who you attack. Six. You're attacking regularly.
One of the regular ones.
Yeah. So make your attack.
Okay, which dice?
That's
to get it without the
what
same
they
nail.
does.
Which dice?
So the D20.
The d20 to attack.
Here to attack. 16.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Roll the D12.
12. 8.
8. Doesn't matter. He hits it and he picks up the sword and just smashes one to pieces.
They've got at most 5 hit points.
Yeah.
So
Ow.
I killed one.
Oh, my action would have triggered.
What action?
Because you would get shot.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
a shoot a shot.
Because one came into range and was aggressive. So
Yeah.
I will shoot one of them. Doesn't really matter which. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
I think it's 2 plus 3, 5.
5. That's enough. One of them will shatters. Cool. Do you get your bonus attack when you're not raging, or is it only if you're raging?
I think it's only if he's raging.
1 sec.
And he wouldn't be able to use it anyway, even because.
No, he has to make all of his attacks.
No,
when
but
he's
raging
berserking.
is a bonus action to activate it.
Right.
So he wouldn't be able to do it on the
Bonus
first
action.
turn.
No.
But
It's
he's
just a
failed
regular
his
bonus
berserker, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's just whether or not. Yeah, I'm saying whether or not he gets a second attack anyway, because he has to use all of his attacks because he's berserked. So give me your sheet there. Let me double check for you.
And then he has to keep attacking.
Yeah, until there's no one within 60 feet.
So we just knock him unconscious.
Great weapon attack, frenzy attack. You make a single. Yeah, no, he just gets that as a bonus action. Yeah, so you can just make another attack.
So do I roll my 6?
No. Oh yeah. Now roll
Roll
D4.
four. Yeah.
So roll that D4.
And
And
on-
again, on a 1, it's me.
I do.
Great.
So he's hitting Zaz.
Awesome.
So make your attack against Zaz.
Oh yeah, because you have triggers. And
18!
That
That
hits.
hits Zaz. Roll your damage against
I got a little worried.
So the
Zaz,
D12.
shield!
Shield. Zaz.
No, he rolled. He's got rolled a 23,
Three.
even with shield.
3 plus
2.
No,
2. No, he's not raging. So
So it'll be it's plus 3.
plus
though.
3, so 6. You take 6 points.
Cool.
So you take 6 points of damage. So I'm like,
Cool. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
You totally should be rebuking him. Oh.
He hit me with a sword.
Make
with an
a
axe.
save, Loki.
what
D20.
dice?
Roll
D20.
D20.
10.
Plus your
What's
dex.
My
dex
dex
mod?
is 2.
2, so 12.
Which won't pass because it's 13.
So you're going to take some damage from.
So how much? So what do
You
I
take 13 points of damage.
So as you hit Zaz, you suddenly go whoosh, and burst into flames. One thing that you notice actually as he bursts into flames, part of his skin on his face actually chars away.
And then what?
Not my fault.
You actually notice like his skin, like as it burns, right? It actually like flakes off, revealing there's like another layer of skin underneath. Roosh, you're up.
I want to make a critical hit on him.
Yeah.
There's a thing next to me, right?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
I'm gonna poke it with my spear.
Poke it with your spear. Okay.
10.
10 will miss. Give me one moment. I need to go retrieve a new dice for this next bit.
Can you move me around to be in
In
front
front
of Zaz?
There.
Um,
I have an actual plan though, which is why I used Hellish Rebuke.
Cool.
Because if I can drop his HP low enough, I can hit him with sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's actually a way to be immune to the sleep spell.
There is. There's certain things that let you be not affected by magical
like
sleep.
my war.
Oh yeah, true. But I don't think frenzy,
No.
like his rage or anything, should
No, I don't.
negate it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. There'll be a word of radiance next turn.
I'll help. There can be a magical bullet next turn.
That's alright. I will use a D8 instead.
What do you need?
I was going to get one of my scatter dice. I needed one.
A scatter dice?
Yeah, it's from
Oh.
40k. Right,
How
because it is.
tall is
Scatter
everyone?
dice is
Just
got
a
an arrow
question.
on it that
Sorry?
points in
How
a
tall is
direction.
everyone?
Yeah, so basically every
everyone like the
It's like my niece is 3'2".
and the hit
yeah
markers
the
also have a
monodrones are
total
medium
arrow.
creatures, so they're the size of me.
Yeah, but I'm asking how tall the party is.
We're all,
I'm like just under 3 foot.
I don't think anyone's taller than 4 or 5
hold on, I think I have
Yeah.
an actual height on my character.
Anyway, at initiative 0, the device in the center of the room, you hear it goes,
3'5".
and the blades begin to spin, and it begins to move. So it moves in a random direction.
This is why the scatter.
This is why the scatter dice. Okay, it moves up to 20 feet in a random direction on rollers and makes melee attacks against random creatures within 5 feet of it. So,
Yep, no, that music is appropriate.
so what I'll do is, starting from this corner...
Oh, that corner.
No, top one.
Use the texture
This
and
one?
label
Yeah.
them.
Oh, actually, yeah, just...
Just starting from here, from there. Just one, and then go around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
1,
it's-
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Like a.
Yeah,
Sort of.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So 8.
That way.
So it's going that way. So
Okay.
so it's going 20 feet. Well, it's actually going on an angle. Because it's going straight
No,
across.
no,
no,
straight that way.
8 is straight.
Right. So it goes so it goes to there, and then it's going to attack the monodrones.
All of the monotonics who are asleep, so it gets advantage.
Yeah. Well, it's attacking. It's random creatures. So give me a second here.
Everyone out of the
Here,
room
I'll
now.
put that in its place now that it's been revealed to be dangerous.
The thing with blades is been revealed to be dangerous.
Oh, actually, Loki, can you go out to the shed, grab one, on my desk for my recording, grab one of the Pac-Man robots
Oh yeah!
from the...
I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be perfect for this. Okay, give me a second here. Against a random creature. Okay, so.
It was a good thing we moved out of the rooms.
Well, there's only one creature within 5 feet of it, because the other ones are too far away. Yep, that hits it. So you see one of the blades just starts nicking on it. It doesn't do a great deal of damage, though, from what I can tell.
He says
Sounds
before.
so disappointed.
Yeah, he's like,
All right,
oh.
so it hits the
This one?
monodrone, and you see it just get picked up and ground into dust. All right, back to the top, Indy.
Me. I wish to
I have it.
There you go. Replace it where the robot is.
Cheese grater.
Only good things.
And then my
I mean, he's still
character
raging,
will
so
be replaced with this
berserking.
guy because
He's
he's
still
really
berserking, yeah.
angry.
Am I more than 10? 10 away?
What?
I'm more than 10.
Yes,
away,
you are.
So I will
Yes,
just
I
vine
love
whip
it.
one. I got 30 feet vine whip.
Oh, so you use the spell vine whip?
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Cool. So make a ring spell attack.
At 18.
That
so
hits.
20.
Roll your damage.
Loki.
Oh, I think it's just plain D6. A 6.
Yeah. So you hit it and yeah, you see, the one straight ahead. Yeah, Indy extends her hand, and the whip shoots out of the palm of her hand and it flicks into one of the monodrones and just shatters it into a million pieces. And it crumbles to the ground. Nissa.
Okay, well, I'll shoot that one, providing I can see it. I can see that, yes?
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
it.
okay, I'll shoot it. And that is +5 to hit. It's 9 + 5.
Not enough. So you fire and it hits the corner of the wall and ricochets off.
And I will take another couple steps backwards up beside,
Okay.
stand beside Indy.
Okay. Easy done. Mendel.
I'm going to 10, 15. I'm going to hold my pistol shot if if one of our party members specifically attacks our own party members.
Fair enough.
Which is, yeah.
Zaz, you're up.
Alright.
What's the matter?
I'm asking you, what am I? When's my turn?
Next.
So back up. If I back away, will he make an attack of opportunity
Yes,
against
he will.
me? Right.
Is that me?
Yes.
Alright.
Because he has to attack whatever's closest to him.
It's the rules. It's the rules.
It's the rules. Not my fault if I love it.
It's the rules.
Could do that. Yeah, nah. I'd recommend leaving because I'm leaving.
He gets an opportunity
No,
to.
he
Oh, he's going to
doesn't. I'm
disengage.
Misty stepping. No, Misty
Oh,
stepping.
Misty stepping. Alright, cool, done. It's now the Monodrone's turn, so it'll take its one attack against Dreadful, which misses. Still going Androida. Dreadful, you're up.
Okay.
So you have two people. So roll a d6, the six-sided dice. On a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're going for Roosh.
So I rolled my 20-sided.
Yeah, so roll your attacks.
3.
That's a miss, and roll again.
Oh no, then yeah.
Now roll
Roll
your
D6
d6 again.
No, I don't think that's going to be enough.
Again on Roosh.
14.
You
Is that
get
AC?
a
No, he's
No,
16.
16.
I got a 17.
17
Oh, yes.
plus 5, 20,
2.
22. Yeah, so roll your damage.
Roll your D12.
2.
So
2,
5
5 damage.
Frenzy count as range?
No,
No.
his base is plus
Oh,
3.
right.
Plus 3, yeah. Alright.
Ow!
Yeah, Roosh, it is now your turn.
You're probably going to attack me back. Most likely.
I'm going to step that way.
So around the corner.
Yep.
Yep.
So between him. And I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Okay. On
Everything.
everything. Oh, she's being.
Constitution saving throw.
Make a save, Loki. D20 plus your Constitution.
saving
That's
throw.
this one here.
Okay,
Okay.
well, with my dice. Thank you.
No, it's not enough, I don't think, for.
I got a 9.
Plus Constitution.
13.
So you
What's my
save.
constitution?
11.
One was
11
two.
is not
12.
enough.
Okay.
11. I got 11.
You got 13. You rolled a 9. Your Constitution is plus 4.
So I rolled a 9.
So 13. You're on
13.
13.
1 point of
Oh.
radiant damage.
It glows up. You see part of the metal begin to dent, but it's not enough to shatter it.
Is it? So how much damage did I take?
You don't take anything because I assume it's a
Yeah,
cantrip.
you.
Yep, you
Yeah.
saved.
All right, now. All right, so the buzzsaw is moving into position 2, so
So
it's
it's
moving
going this way.
upwards. So move it 20 feet up, and that's where it goes. Back to the top, Indy.
This is fine.
Yeah, this thing is titled. It's titled the Buzzsaw of Doom.
Can I see that thing or do I?
No, you need to move up to get to it.
Is that
Yep.
alright? So I'm closer now. So
You
I'll
are, yes.
just do the better.
Just gonna hit it with the whip. Yep.
The whip thing.
Roll your attack. Yep, that hits. Roll your damage.
3. I think it's a.
If there's any pluses to that, it's fine. So you hit it and it shatters as well.
And now Roosh
And
is
then
now
I
within
will-
reach.
And Indy's there too.
Indy's
And he's there as well. Alright. You can use a bonus action to disengage from Dreadful if you don't want to get potentially hit by him.
Dreadful's
I will-
probably gonna hit
Yeah,
you.
I will disengage.
Okay, so now you can move back if you want.
So I'll just look where I can like that.
Okay, cool. Nissa.
Probably a stupid thing to do, but I'm going to attack that.
Okay. Make an attack. That will hit.
Plus 5. Yep. Okay.
Oh, and I will.
What type of teeth?
Sorry, keep on.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Sorry.
10 piercing.
I will also state, actually, now that it's facing in this direction and you're aiming at it, like you're paying attention to it, you notice that there is a 6-inch wide slot in its back with an edge of a round disc protruding from it.
I think it was just the door.
But I'm not expecting anyone.
I think it was just the wind.
Can I aim for the disc?
You can try.
What would that be?
We've already shot, though,
Yeah, I know.
so you don't know yet.
10 damage.
When do you get your second attack? Is it next level?
Probably. I took polearm proficiency, so it might not be forever.
Yeah.
Alright. Up to Mendel.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to hold my attack action again for if he makes more aggressive movements towards our party.
I think you mean when.
Don't I get
Yes.
movement as well?
Yeah, you get movement if you want.
25.
Alright. Dreadful, make an opportunity attack on Nissa as she goes
So roll
past.
the d20.
20. 14.
So 19.
19.
Oh, yep, he
Does
hits.
that make?
Yeah,
So that
roll your
roll
damage.
d12.
12!
12 plus 3, so
Right, so 15.
you take 15 points of damage as you rush past him.
Why do I get hit
I
with the back?
think we're about to be dead.
Wrong person, just when you hit.
Oh. Are you dead?
No.
No.
How much health do you have left?
Don't revel in this. So you're now. Now, did you want to take your action to shoot? Because again, you weren't holding it at that point, but you now have an action. So.
Well, no, that was the.
No,
Yeah, but she ran past.
but hers was
your
before
turn.
you held. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
so
would
now
you,
you can just make an attack.
did you want to make an
Oh,
attack instead of
yeah.
holding it?
Sure. Well, it's 17 plus stuff on the dice.
Yep.
but,
So that hits him.
It's 4 points of.
You take
piercing.
4 points of piercing damage. Dreadful.
So,
And then Zaz, you're up.
4
You said there was so the disc
damage.
protruding from the back.
Yes.
Can I make a quick Arcana check to see if I can work out what's...
If you can see it, sure. You can't see it from this angle.
That's
You need
fine.
to get
so
closer
I can
to it.
get up to here
Okay.
to have a look at it, and then once I've worked out what it is, I'm going to use Mage Hand to
All right. We'll make a.
manipulate it. Ooh, 14.
14. Looking at it, you're looking at it, and then you're actually looking on the ground, and you actually see in the wreckage of the monodrones, there's similar looking discs that are actually on the ground. They look like a copper disc
Yep.
with grooves in it.
Oh, I think I know what that is. I'm going to grab it and yank it out.
Okay.
That's where I was going.
So make a. One second here. Dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Sleight of hand.
Oh dear. Actually that's alright. 17.
17. Yeah, you manage to manipulate your hand, and you pull the disc out, and the you see the disc goes. The bus goes.
Go ahead. Carry the disc back to me.
Okay.
Because I want it.
And it powers down. Alright. Now the only enemy in the room is your own. So
Because all the monodrones are asleep.
yes, they're all asleep. They can't. Yeah,
So
they've been
the only
deactivated.
enemy left is me.
Yes. Dreadful. Your turn.
Okay, so what dice do I roll to attack?
You same dice roll every turn.
So,
You
but he's
D20.
got to work out which one of us he's hitting.
Oh yeah, true. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll your d6.
4.
4. So hitting you.
Oh, no. Roll your d20.
13.
Plus 5.
5. Bump it up to 18.
18.
Do I have shield on me? I do. I cast shield.
Okay, so he blocks the hit. Roll your d6 again to see who you attack.
Four.
Same person.
Roll your
Roll
d20.
No, but at least the shield's
The
still
shield
active.
stays up, yeah.
14.
My shield
19.
was 19, but I'm currently on 20. Shield's plus 5, isn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah.
So I'm up to 21.
Okay, so yeah, you go to hit him. He puts up a shield and goes. Ping, ping, your shield, you're just
Today!
wailing on this invisible shield. Roosh! You see this angry small man attacking your. Yes, with red rage in his eyes.
You can deal non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I can.
Xbox, play.
Lucky, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Which dice?
D20.
D20, it's always the D20, mate.
Yeah. 2.
Two.
Nope.
Add your wisdom modifier. Just in
Nothing.
case.
No.
My wisdom.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's not plus 11.
Yeah.
It's plus nothing.
Hold person.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, great, I'm stuck.
he's paralyzed.
Cool.
How long does that last?
Come your
Well, he gets to repeat it every turn, I think.
Yeah, at the end of each of his turns. I think it lasts for a minute.
So,
Yeah.
Can I have a look at your character sheet? I just need to check the Great Axe to see what the... Well, it's the Berserker Great Sword, but it's got the stats of the Great
Great
Axe.
axe. It's a very good axe.
Mm.
Am I able to move him if I'm holding him?
If he's paralyzed, you can, because he can't
Yes.
actually, because he automatically fails strength saving throws, I think. So you could grapple him and then move him.
Yeah. So basically, I just want to push him around the corner and sort of fence him into the corner.
I was going to move him up against the thing and just make
Put the disc back in.
It's like you are berserk until the start of your turn with no creatures within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear. So you basically got to lock him in a room by himself for him to calm down.
Or
Except we don't
hold
know
him
this.
still.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah. So he's just raging.
So what I want to do, Tim, is I want to push him into this corner and
Yeah.
then basically stand in front of him and just prepare dodge, and I'll just
Okay, just hold it. Yeah.
just hold him there
Yeah.
until he's yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, though, he won't.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just going to stand there and I will be the shield
Okay.
until he.
Calms
Down. Okay. So you've either got to isolate him or knock him out. Those are your two options.
Well, for now, I'm just going to move.
Well, we
him.
don't know about the first, so...
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
We've
So.
seen him calm down after being knocked out before, so that always works.
That apparently works.
Ching.
But the point is, I have removed him from my other party members.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair enough. All right. So Indy, you're up. You see Roosh is pinned, dreadful in the corner.
I can also trip him. Does that make him lose a turn?
20.
No, it just means he spends half a turn standing up. It's not going to do much.
Alright. I will just. I'll just get out of the way. so-
Okay, so you'll just okay, Nissa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head off down the corridor again.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
like.
You're heading back. I will say that now that the buzzsaw is moved, there is another door on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I think you mentioned there was a door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. This
it's
side
not
is
drawn on the map. Yeah, exactly across the other side.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Mhm. As soon as you get to that point, the door actually goes and opens towards you.
Found something.
As the door opened towards you, a buzzing sound rises from beyond the dusty corridor ahead. At the end of the corridor, a room covered in dust and webs open up. 6 mechanical cubes with arms and legs scurry about, disturbing the dust for what appears to be the first time in years.
Secondary
Each
notes.
carries a piece of wire which it attempts to place into gaps between other wires set into crumbling walls. Yet another metal door stands along the wall across from the end of the corridor. So there's another.
Alright, in that case, can I use my action to say, Zaz,
Yeah? Yes?
might need your help.
Alright, I'll be there in a moment.
Is it fair to say they're trying to fix things?
Yeah, they are. They're trying to. They're grabbing bits of wire and there's like cracks in the wall, and they're trying to put. There's like gaps in the wire and they're trying to put the wire back. It looks like a broken circuit board and they're trying to rewire it for modern day technology terms.
Whose turn is it?
So that was Nissa. It's now Mendel's turn.
Take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is paralyzed, correct?
He is.
I shoot.
Okay.
Non-lethally?
18 to hit.
That will hit.
9 piercing.
You take 9 damage.
Points of damage.
9 damage and I'm still alive. I'm still alive somehow.
Zaz, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to do a walk by shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll walk to where I can get a line of sight to him. And I'll cast. Which one do I use?
This is where, like, Sacred Flame did amazing.
Actually, no. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Make a save.
Okay, please get a high number. Please. 14.
Oh, he passes.
Yes!
I'm just going to keep walking down
With
to the
no
end of the
additional
corridor.
bonuses I pass.
But you know what? You've used your high number to get out of another person.
Yeah, no, you won't be able to get out of it. And then we'll
All
have
right,
to see what Mist is looking at.
Alright, Dreadful, make a... Does he make a save on his turn or your turn?
At the end of his turn.
Okay, so you don't do anything, so make a save.
Which dice?
Yeah, D20.
D20.
7.
So he's still held?
Still held.
7 plus.
0.
0. He has 0
Oh, okay.
wisdom.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have no wisdom. Done.
Roosh, you're just dodging.
While he's held, I am going to cast. I feel like I would cast Lesser Restoration to try and fix him.
To try and cure him.
I feel like that's something she would do. So I will cast Lesser Restoration.
Alright, you cast the spell and you see his eyes sort of, like, he sort of calms for a second and then goes back to being... Like, you sort of see, like, I want to say that, he's paralyzed, you see the eye colour sort of fade, and then it just comes back. It's the
Clearly, I
buzzsaw.
need a stronger.
Back to the
version of-
top. Indy, you're
It's
up.
called a weird curse.
I'm just hanging
Oh,
out in
brain
that room,
restoration.
aren't I? With the
Sorry?
things?
What are you doing?
I wasn't really
He's
around.
in the room with the cubes, I think.
So that's here.
Or it's called Fireball. I'm not sure which one's.
Yeah, so you head up there. So you see the room. So these creatures look similar to the round versions of the things that you just fought, but these ones are square instead of circular.
Round ones wake up again.
Mendel.
A minute. I think. So fine.
Once more. Although I think this one's gonna miss.
What did you roll?
12.
No, missed.
That's a miss.
Even a 1 on the
Yeah,
dice for damage, so.
Zaz.
Oh, yeah, because I realised the monodrones are going to wake up again. Because, but so your lesser restoration didn't work.
No, it did not.
So that doesn't work.
Just make me another
Just
wisdom
gonna have to
save.
keep punching you in the face.
Make
roll
me another
D20.
wisdom save. Okay, so roll the d20.
Oh.
There
5.
we go. So you take, because you have taken damage before,
Yes, see?
Oh, that's a nice one.
2 points of damage. Awesome.
I'm at 11 HP.
Dreadful, make your save to see if you break the
3 of
the
that.
whole
So roll the
person.
d20 again.
15.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay,
pass.
so you go back into your thing, but that's the end of your turn. You can't Roosh, Dreadful has broken free of your hold.
Oh, I prepare the dodge action.
Okay. Indy.
I'll just investigate the room I'm in.
Okay. So you've gone into the other room.
Yeah, with the cubes.
Okay. In the other room, the duodrones do not appear
I
to
should do that next time on the sword.
do not appear to be paying any attention to you. They seem focused on their work.
Yeah, that would be a really, really good thing
Loki,
to
stop
do.
banging the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might, if there's nothing much to do, I might just head out and see how they're going.
Okay, so you head back in the room. You see the Dreadful is now moving again, raging at Roosh.
Can I probably would go, but can I vine with him to see if I can?
Yeah, you can whip him if you want. Yeah.
Don't move him though, because I've got him good, pinned in a spot.
Oh, you already got him pinned?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pinned in the corner. So
He's just gonna sit there hitting me until he stops hitting me.
yeah.
I don't know. He's not calming down though, is he?
He's
Oh
not.
no.
It's gonna keep on hitting you until you die.
You're gonna die first, boy.
Yes, he
I
is.
might just vine with him
This
to
is
get
my
him
current sheet.
down.
Okay. So you're gonna try and trip
You're
him
gonna
up.
die first, boy.
Okay, so make the attack.
11. I think it's plus the long one, so it'd be +2 or something.
Oh, okay. So you're using the spell version, so it misses. It's only 13.
Yeah, I figured I was the
Yeah. Alright, so he misses there. So she attempts to whip him, but fails to do so. It is now.
Nissa?
Misses, yes.
Upon seeing that there's nothing going to attack us from the other room, I'm going to turn around and fire an arrow at him.
Okay.
Just an 18 plus 5.
That will hit.
That definitely hit. And what's the damage?
She's getting there. She's getting there.
I think it's +3, isn't it?
If she rolls a 12, we're dead.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10. So 2 hit points. Mendel, you're up.
Unfortunately, he's not paralyzed anymore.
I'm at 1 health.
Gun.
What?
Miss him.
Good. I don't want to die.
Zaz, you're up.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Please don't.
I don't need to hit him. If he's on 1 hit point, regardless of what I roll for sleep, he'll pass out.
True.
So
Sleep.
And now I'm dead.
No, you
You're
just
unconscious.
fall asleep.
So I'm just
What
gonna.
spell? What rank are you doing that at?
not first. I'm going to spend a second level on it.
Yeah, it's not going to affect
Unless
Rouge.
I roll really well.
Yeah. See
Actually,
if you
So if
accidentally.
I accidentally
See
knock
if you
out
do
Rouge.
it. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I could do with it now.
What's 16, that's 14, 22. Take that one off for Dreadful.
Very
So that is 25 hit points.
I'm asleep.
Wait, what am I healed?
He snaps his finger. No. So Dreadful, you fall asleep, and
Rouge falls
Rouge
asleep.
falls asleep as well.
Oh, and then I suppose after that I'll go around and stab each of them on a drone
Yeah,
because they're all asleep.
Yeah. That's easy enough to do. So you shatter them all. If you want, you can investigate the bits.
Yes, I will.
We're having a cat
Will
together.
you assist?
So,
Sorry?
aside
I'm
from
investigating
Dreadful,
the
who else is
monodrone
actually
corpses
Yes.
and everything.
I will
How
do
badly
that
hurt are you?
as well.
Oh, cool.
I'm down at
25 for the investigate.
Alright, so each of the monodrone wreckage, nothing really is salvageable except for they each have the small copper disc, and which all seem to have the one on the saw is actually imprinted differently, but the one on the monodrones is identically printed.
Yep.
And there's also a small platinum rod that you claim from each of them, worth 20 gold pieces each.
I'd like to
Do you mean onion?
Yeah, can you just donate it to the...
I
grab.
walk up to Dreadful and cast
we-
Quick Cure.
I'd like to grab 2 of the discs and
Oh yeah, you can have...
2 of the rods.
He regains 3 hit points.
We'll sell them anyway.
As you approach Dreadful to look at him, to do the spell, you notice that, like, as he's laying there, his face doesn't fit correctly.
Okay, should I be healing him or not? Because that doesn't look right.
I'll have a walk over. What do you mean it doesn't look right?
Look.
Oh, that is very weird.
So where you burnt him, like you burnt with the burning on the body, it's basically burnt around the neck. There's no like the skin on the neck is actually pale white, and then the skin on the face is loose off, and you can actually see there's like another layer of skin underneath.
Alright, I'm going to do something really
I
terrifying.
take my gun.
Okay, maybe not bullet. I assume that's what it fires. I grab the...
I ready my arrows.
I kick her away. Well, not kick, I just like up. Wake up. Wake up. Get up. I need your sword, spear.
What?
Stand up. Alright, once this situation has resolved itself, I'll reach under the skin of Dreadful's face and pull it off.
Okay. As you do, you feel like a few popping bits and pieces, and then you pull, and the face comes off, and what you see underneath is the face of a goblin with white skin.
Do I shoot or not?
I don't know. But I'm happy to... I'm going to tie him up.
Have we seen anything like this before?
You've seen goblins before.
But not goblins with white skin.
No, this is. You suspect there is such thing as people albino. You see a lot of deep gnomes who have very similar skin tone, more greyish. But this is like a pure white, and he still has and you notice his eyes now are pure red. They're even deeper red than. I know his eyes are closed, so I didn't forget that.
We can open them.
Does anyone else feel like this might be a trap for being a goblin?
I take the sword.
Okay.
This, I think.
Should we like just totally disarm him if he's gonna keep hitting us like that?
I think so, but
Yeah, we're
I
taking
think
all of
perhaps
his
we-
weapons.
Don't forget the last time that he didn't have his sword. The sword kind of went to him anyway.
I can fix that.
Can you?
Apparently.
Let me give me 10 minutes to figure out what this here thing is. And
Oh.
then I'll...
I think good. Rouge, follow me.
How long is he asleep for?
A minute.
A minute.
Only a minute.
Only a minute. Nice.
But it'll be. But when he wakes up, he won't be raped anymore.
That's fine. We'll tie him up.
Just in case.
A lot.
Pulls out
And
50
then-
feet of rope.
There's we've got 250 feet of rope to tie
I bought some extra.
300 feet of
So,
rope.
so
Yeah,
Dreadful is cocooned in
In
rope.
rope.
And I will spend 10 minutes identifying this weapon.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm dragging Rouge off to the other room because she's got a magic hammer.
Okay.
Except, if he's there, I'll, wander down this way and do it here.
Yeah, out of sight.
And someone needs to watch Dreadful.
We've got two people who aren't
One of
doing
us in
anything.
the eating areas.
No, you have not.
So let's investigate. Back.
Well, I think just for the time being, we'll call it there because we're getting close to. It's 5:15 now, so
Okay.
if we get going too much longer, we're going to be getting into other things. I think this is a good natural stopping point.
Okay.
So thank you all for playing, and we will see you all at the next D&D Blender.
Bye.